All right, let's do a cheers to the Sobeys and Safeway Liquid Beer for the podcast.
We ride again.
I love you guys.
Careful, that cake's hot.
Check-in, come on, let's go. It's the AM Nasty Big Hello. It's not static, AM radio. It's the Nielson Show, let's go. Everybody tuning in, even my wife.
Mommy likes too.
And those Macramalla intros are cutting like a knife. Hey, it's Mitch texting in, he's your dealer for life. The cracker 6 o'clock and logging with some sirloin bites.
What's going on, everybody? You're listening to Dusty Daniels, Phil the Thrill Phillips, and the Dink right here on Cruise FM. That's a week from today. And we're probably not going to go those names, but it was fun to mention one more time. It was a nice callback to yesterday's show.
Yeah, we'll always remember that time, that specific 10-minute interview.
Yeah, that was a really big one.
Moment of the year, ST? I don't know, maybe.
I mean,
put it up there.
Maybe not that moment, but the announcement that we're going to be simulcast on FM could be up there.
That could be it, yeah.
For moment of the year. That's
will Cruise be carrying the STs as well? I think they should.
I mean, they should go live audio feed only of the STs. I think that's probably a good idea. Probably something that they should do. What's up, everybody? It is the Nielson Show right here on Edmonton Sports Talk. Edmonton Sports Talk presented to you by our wonderful partners over at Play Alberta. Why limit your choices when you can have it all? Play Alberta is your go-to app for casino games, sports betting, lottery, all in one place. Easy access to real money games. You can enjoy everything Alberta has to offer right at your fingertips. Download Play Alberta now. Start playing today. Use your game sense when you're playing over at Play Alberta. Coming at you from the Popeyes Louisiana Kitchen studio today. If you've not yet tried the chicken dippers with the new Popeyes signature sauce, you basically have ruined your own summer by not getting in on those bad boys. Yeah. And of course, you can text us anytime in the Paris Jewelers inbox. Don't be a dud, be a stud at PJ's. Shop in stores in Edmonton and area, West Edmonton Mall, Kingsway, Londonderry, Sherwood Park Mall, and St. Albert Center. ParisJewelers.com is where you can check them out. Canadian and family owned. I do want to get to the point where, people will bump into Cam or Mike from GCL Diesel and they'll just stare at them for a long time and then say, understood. I want to get to the point with PJs when somebody goes into Paris Jewelers and go, hi, I'm looking to be a stud, not a dud. That's when you know we made it.
Hello, I'm a dud.
That's a big one. Yeah.
Self-identifying as a dud. And then when leaving, a stud.
Yeah. Hello, how can I help you, sir? Well, I'm a local dud. I'm looking to change that and become a stud.
Come right this way, arm around the shoulder.
What can you help me with at Paris Jewelers? Paris Jewelers staff starts wearing shirts that just says stud maker. And that's what they're doing there. I don't mind that idea.
They should get into the ear piercing game. You can get your own.
Become a stud and get a stud.
Yes.
At Paris Jewelers. You can text us anytime. That'll get you into the old PJ's inbox. And we'll get to a bunch of those. Macramalla intros, obviously, will be flying in quite a bit today. Lots of good ones already that are kind of trickling in.
How about those Blue Jays?
Don't even get me started. I have two major beefs to start the show today.
Oh, wow.
I usually like to come in and...
Well, you're not here tomorrow, so you can have a beef today.
Yeah, I might also have a beer today, you know?
Oh.
Well, we'll see. By the way, we are live, Lock Shop and Oil Stream, Boston Pizza today. Patio show, St. Albert North location.
Yeah, he'll get you a drink.
St. Albert North. I will take a drink off your tab, just like I did last time.
Sure.
I've done that twice now. But yeah, come on by for lunch. We're going to be on the patio. Beautiful day. Boston Pizza, St. Albert, the North location. Myself and Tommy Gazzola will be up in the house at BP's later on today. So should I just get these beefs out of the way early here?
Yeah.
I usually don't want to start the show so hot, but here I am. By the way, check out this goat track swag, eh? We'll get to that during the morning announcements, but it's nice.
I got that same one at home.
Yeah, it's nice. It's very comfortable. Okay, so I guess I'll start with the Blue Jays because this is a sports show. Like, I know they're having a great season, but that was unacceptable last night.
Well, you were feeling good.
I jinxed it. I did jinx it, and after I put it up, at the tweet up, I was like, man, I really hope they don't. And then as soon as I get turned on the game, there was a home run to make it like 4-1. I was like, huh.
Oh, so it's you.
And I mean,
Jeff Hoffman, you're off the hook.
I'll take some of the blame, but Hoffman is going to cost them playoff games. It's just as simple as that. I mean, it's ridiculous the amount of home runs that this guy's given up this year. I tweeted out when they were up 4-0. I was like, Alejandro Kirk, hit. And then on the lock shop, we had Bo Bichette over 1.5 total bases. Cash it. And we had Vladdy with an RBI. Cash it. All we needed to complete these parlays was the Blue Jays money line. That's all we needed. And they blow it in the 9th inning because Hoffman can't throw a bloody strike.
Against the 60 and 72 Twins.
Furious.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely furious at the Blue Jays this morning. I thought we'd be coming in, we'd be playing the song. Springer had 2 bombs. We're doing Blue Jays win song. We're doing George Springer home run song. We're living our best life. But instead, Hoffman has to blow it. That's unacceptable. And I'm very worried about that. Their starting rotation is terrific. In fact, they probably got too many guys. I don't know if they can turn one of their 6 starters into a closer, but they might have to. I don't know what you do there.
Well, Manoah as well, continuing to rehab. Also of note, the Red Sox.
We're still talking about Manoah rehabs.
He was resilient in his latest rehab.
Oh, enough. He's been resilient for 2 bloody years.
Red Sox also shutting out the Orioles 5-0 and the Yankees 5-1 over the Nationals. So not only do you lose but a little bit of ground lost as well.
Anyway, I'm fired up about that. Scalding Gord is in. Says, Dusty didn't take a drink off my tab at the Clearview BPs. I guess I should have kept my ugly face off the patio. No, Scalding Gord. I remember because it was, you left too early. You left before I went to kind of clear up all the checks.
Yeah, he won't get you a drink.
What
you
it
have
was.
to stay till the end.
Gord, you come by St. Albert North today, I'm getting you 2 drinks.
But at the very end.
And I'll say this.
When you're cleaning up.
Gord, I'll buy you lunch today. I'll do it. Now, first he has to order it and eat it, then I'll pay for it.
Then you'll take it off the tab.
But Gord, I will buy you lunch today. Maximum $20.
Yeah, but you have to wait until the very end.
You don't get it till after Oil Stream.
After he's packed up, ready.
It's actually just whatever I don't eat. That'd be the biggest prick move of all time. Gord, come on out. I'll buy you lunch. I eat half a pizza. Slide it over. Here you go, Gord.
Gord, when are you taking care of my meal? Why don't you eat up and I'll tell you. You got to throw that line out today sometime.
That's such a good line.
It's the best.
God, man. Dumb and Dumber just continually hits.
Like, you got a buddy that, I mean, most people know those lines, but you probably have a buddy in your life where you exchange that one at least 3 or 4 times a year.
Yeah, I think, to be honest with you, I think I did that over draft weekend down in Lethbridge. I think it was on the golf course or something like that. But yeah, no, that's a classic line. I absolutely love that. Okay, and then here's the other thing. So I've had this little bit of a tickle in my throat lately, so I've been coughing a bunch. Taking a bunch of medicine and stuff. I mean, I feel fine. It's just a stupid little, I don't know what is going on. But anyway, I've been getting teas this week. And the lady today at Tim Hortons hands me a tea with no sleeve. Do you realize how hot a tea is? I mean, maybe you can get away with coffee on that.
Yeah.
But a tea? You're going to have me a tea that's 1,000,000 degrees? And then she looked at me like I had a second head growing out of my neck when I said, oh, can I get a sleeve? Kind of gave me that James Franco look. You know, that one on the GIF where he's like,
that's tough.
I said, give me a sleeve. You know the GIF.
That was pretty
He's
good.
like, I'm like, can I have a sleeve so I don't burn the palm of my hand trying to drink a beverage I just paid for?
Yeah, even the coffee they're pumping out is hard for me. Like I need a sleeve almost every time.
What do they get? They could probably get 100 of these for $1.
Oh my gosh!
Like
yes.
you just give me a sleeve.
Yeah, I wish that it was just mandatory with everyone. You didn't have to ask.
It should be, or somebody should invent a cup that has a thicker middle,
Hey,
a sleeve built in.
it's not a bad idea actually.
That's actually a pretty good idea. Hey, like a cup that is a little bit thicker, right where the hand grip is. So.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. That was I had a beef like that.
I was furious
6 months ago.
I wanted to save this for I got beef tomorrow, but I couldn't wait.
You're not here.
Well, I didn't. Oh, that's right. I'm also. Oh, good.
Okay,
well,
yeah.
then what other beefs do I have?
Yeah. Get them all out.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else right
Next
now.
time they hand you one of those, you should just be like, I drop it. I just like kind of like right in the face.
Like, what are we doing
You
here?
won't make that mistake again.
Shrimp City Beach says they call those sissy rings, Dusty. You're nuts. You're nuts. When you have a creation, an invention that can keep your hand from getting burnt, why would it not be pushed out? You know, like I just don't get it. Look, they even promote on here. It says Timbit Sports proudly supports over 350,000 kids across Canada. So why would you not want that to get out there?
Yeah.
Right? So I don't know. Grumpy morning today because of a couple of things. I see this, Yahoo Sports right now saying the NFL will now allow Tom Brady to take part in production meetings with coaches and teams this season. Last year, Brady was banned for much of the season from information gathering sessions as Fox Sports' top broadcast analyst due to his ownership role with the Raiders.
Well, glad we got that.
He still owns
Sorted.
the Raiders, doesn't he?
And
why are they
stake in
waiting?
Birmingham City FC.
I didn't
You got to
know
watch
I
that
didn't know
show,
that he
man.
had
It's
a-
terrible.
Oh, yeah, that's the one. Yeah,
It's
you said
terrible.
that.
But it's so good.
All right, do you have a beef with a Wannick Spite trade in your Dunia yesterday?
No, I don't.
I thought it was,
I'm colluding too much with my brother.
That was the
It's
most
a four-man league.
Wannick thing of all time.
I can't talk with my brother. Actually, we're gonna be getting a legal separation of like we're not going to be no longer known as brothers, just so I can compete in the league.
Yeah.
You do know Matt's only made deals in this league with McCord.
He's never made a trade with one of you guys?
So we could,
you guys could go for a decade.
I made a trade with McCord. Luke's like we could.
Are you serious? He's never made a trade with one of the brothers?
So you could say that collusion is also there.
Wow.
No, it's a big day in the Dunya. That's trade deadline and still time to go.
Yeah, well, a couple big trades yesterday in your league.
It's got all the picks now.
So he sent Justin McInnes to McCord, right?
I'll get you the official trade
Yeah,
call here.
what was it, McInnes?
The Shreveport Pirates, which is Scott McCord, received Justin McInnes,
Yeah.
Javon Catoy,
Yeah.
Sergio Castillo, Sacramento's 2026 fourth-round pick. The Gold Miners, Iwanix team, receive Brett Lowther,
Ooh.
Shreveport's 2026 second, Shreveport's 2026 third, and their 2026 fourth.
So he gets a second and a third, and they swap fourths. And gives up McInnes and Catoy, essentially, and Castillo, who's a decent kicker because he hit some big ones.
Catoy, I mean, whatever.
Now, Catoy, actually, if you look,
He's frustrating. He's frustrating.
He is frustrating, but sneaky good numbers in a possible Canadian starter spot if you need it.
Sure.
Like I
Still
have, him,
rather
I
have
have
Keandre
him,
Smith.
I have him on my bench,
Yeah.
but yeah, I'd rather
Yeah,
have
yeah.
Keandre Smith too. All right, 780-218-9999. That is the Paris Jewelers inbox. We'll try to get to a few of those as we work our way through the show today. I'm gonna move a little bit of stuff around here. Let's lay out the whole show for you.
It's a different show
Yeah, this is
than most.
I'm
usually.
excited for this show,
Yeah,
actually. I think this is going to be a really fun show. I think you're going to like it today. We got your morning announcements coming up for the Rundle Park Short Course. Off season. What off season?
What? Off season?
For GCL Diesel understood.
You got it.
I got it. That was well played. Kevin Lowe versus Shirelli today. Horkoff and Jesse Puljujarvi ended up being a split vote. Puljujarvi had 54% on Twitter. Hork had 56% on YouTube. So Sean Horkoff will advance by the hair on his chinny chin chin to the semifinals of the Whipping Boy bracket.
Puljujarvi would have advanced if his stick.
Yeah.
It's not as,
Yeah, Puljujarvi would have advanced if his number was
or blank
13.
Fill it
I
in.
guess
780-218-9999. What's another yes a Puljujärvi excuse?
Somewhere old
for not winning something.
Somewhere old Maddie's doing the Gibby lean, being like,
well, I told
Puljujärvi
you.
loses again. I was half expecting some DMs.
Oh, you didn't? And no?
I can't believe you put JP in this bracket. No. Anyway, so Horkoff will advance, joining Nurse and Skinner in the semifinal so far. And then one of Kevin Lowe and Shirelli will join them. And that is a very, very strong Final Four. That's really big. So we'll get to offseason. What offseason coming up? That's good for the Italian Center, 6:45. College football about to start with a bang. We'll get into that a little bit. How about this? After 7 o'clock, Canadian Football League Media Wing Hall of Famer Stephen Brunt is going to join us. I think he's written like 7 books.
And he's a trombone player.
Does he play trombone?
Yeah.
What? I played trombone. But does he? Well, I played trombone poorly for 2 years.
Yeah.
He plays trombone?
Yeah.
How'd you find that? Wikipedia?
The internet.
The internet. Well, we're going to have to confirm that.
Maybe he can play us a little tune.
Wouldn't that be something? So, before we get rolling here.
Do you know Trooper, Raise a Little Hell?
Can you play the Reclaws Long Live the Night on your trombone? Anyway, Stephen Brunt's going to join us. He's doing a docuseries on the Ticats. And he's from the Hammer, I think. So it's kind of a cool project.
So like a film that's associated with the CFL. How'd he do?
Kind of. You know, I think a lot of the teams are doing pretty good jobs doing many things like that. You know, not like a full-blown CFL films department like you've longed for, but I see some pretty cool content popping up.
Yeah, I like the teams that outsource their social media to provinces out east that don't really have a firm grasp on the pulse of the local squad. But anyways, I'll leave it at that.
Is that what the writers do?
But no, I'm excited to ask him about CFL films.
Yeah.
I'm gonna float that. I'm just gonna.
You know what else I'm gonna ask him about? What's the best rivalry? Labor Day weekend.
Well, I know.
Because people at least will say Ticats and Argos.
Yeah. It's regional, right?
Yeah, but what do you think? Like, is Riders Bombers the biggest?
Best, dirtiest, most entertaining, kind of.
Bombers Riders? Or Ticats Argos? And what about the Battle of Alberta?
Yeah.
Huh. Anyway, we'll get into that with Brunt. He's going to join us just after 7 o'clock. We'll have your Play Alberta early bird bet of the day. Free advice for Damon Bunting.
Back to the Jays. Maybe we look at a little U.S. Open.
I want anything but Jays, to be honest with you. I don't know. I don't know what we have to figure out, but I don't think I can roll with the Jays again.
Roll with the Twins.
That was fade the Jays. You know, with the way that they collapsed last night, I could see this one being an L.
This is the rubber match.
But I'm not going to bet on the Twins. I can't do it.
No.
Free advice. Damon Bunting, he's got his charity golf tournament going down tomorrow. Maddie and Jay are going to be live at the golf tournament.
Love it.
I think they're actually going to be broadcasting from Bunting's backyard, which backs right onto the course. So anyway, free advice for Bunting coming up. Fantasy football advice, life advice, whatever. We got you. Legal analyst Eric Macramalla will join us. He's going to pop by. We're going to have to give him the heads up.
Well, yeah, you didn't tell him this announcement off air.
No,
so we can do it on air. Yeah.
And well, today we'll find out if he follows me on social media. Like if I go, hey, we're going after him, he goes, oh, I didn't know. I'd be like, wait a second here.
Oh, the big
it's a tough
test.
look.
Yeah,
Must have me muted. Kind of easy trivia for Mr. Mike's. 3 questions too many for the great staff at Park Mazda, the handsome Mitch Lewicki. And then at 8:30 today, this is a little bit of a plot twist for us here. But Hannah Vanbiber is going to join us. She writes for The Athletic, and she's going to chime in on this Kelsey Swift engagement.
Great.
So we're going to get into that.
Jasmine was busy, so we had to go.
The impact of it. We're going to dive into that a little bit.
Can't wait.
And I'm kind of looking forward to the segment. I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
I never thought this would happen.
You didn't think they'd ever get
involved? Totally off
You know
guard.
what? Let's get into our morning
I didn't
announcements
see
here.
it.
Hey, shall we? Let's get
Didn't
into the
see it.
morning announcements today, right? Morning announcements today brought to you by the Rundle Park Short Course. Family-friendly, walkable, par 58, perfect course for all skill levels, but really good for those short hitters, those of you who are maybe just learning the game, want a little bit more of a less physical, stressful round.
Or these shorts hitters as a...
We'll get to those. Affordable rates for juniors, seniors, and adults. Plus, remember to grab a smash burger at Shorty's after the round. Yes, that's right. Edmonton, Rundle Park Short Course, just a walkable par 58. So many of you are like, oh man, I didn't even really know about this. Well, it's a great round. Go out, take your kids. This is a great place to take your kids who are just learning. Go take your kids there so you don't have some uppity people at a different club being like, why are you bringing children on my course?
Yeah.
Take them to the Rundle Park Short Course. They'll have the tie. Here's
loosen that tie a bit.
Kids at the Rundle Park Short Course.
And here he is, having the time of his life.
Trav, come over here for a sec. Get over here right now. Yes.
You want to?
Yes, you have to. You have to. You cannot wear these shorts and not get over here today. You guys have to see the shorts that Trev is wearing today. Tommy Gazzola.
Tommy would blush.
Tommy's just like, those are too short. Come on in here, Trev. If you're watching on YouTube today, come on, step over in front of the screen here.
That's why you wore them. Show the people the shorts.
He's wearing his
Show
great
the
coat.
people the
Look
shorts.
at these shorts. Look how short these shorts are. Oh my God, man. Those are the shortest shorts I've ever seen in my life. I don't like that guy.
I can see all the way up.
What the hell are you doing, man? What's up with these shorts? Go to speak for yourself here. If you're listening on TuneIn or iHeart, think Daisy Dukes, but not Jean and even a little bit shorter. Is that a fair?
Yeah, you're going commando, aren't you?
Fair statement, I think.
Hey?
I don't think you can fit underwear under those shorts.
Whiteys are longer than those. That's
No, I'm not gonna lie. I got these like 3 years ago, and they were normal, and then they shrunk, and I liked them.
Oh, sure.
No,
Yeah,
that's what it is. And I've gotten bigger. I have for sure. And so that's all it is. And I like them. And I think it's funny. And I brought them up in the winter. I said, I got a nice pair of short shorts I can't wait to bring in one day. Today's the day. You know what? I finally got the nerve.
What a memorable day.
Dink has the nerve, okay? I have the nerve. And that's what I'm doing today. I want to show you that I don't mess around. Dink does not mess around. So yeah, I thought that would be funny, but I wasn't expecting. I wasn't expecting.
You didn't want to show them off.
No, well, like I was going to show you guys. I didn't think like you
of
bring
course
me
you're
up.
going to show them. You can't dress in a hilarious bit and not have a show.
But I wasn't like, I'll wear these. If that was the case, I would have done it forever ago.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Yeah. Well, now everybody knows.
Well, I wanted to show you guys. But
Get him in the hangout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, not today.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, John Stockton.
Yeah, that's actually good.
You get the NBA short shorts joke? Oh, man. People must have saw his balls all the time.
Probably.
It's a different era.
It was a different era. The NBA was more pro ball showing in the 80s than it really is now.
But you know what? Short shorts are totally okay. Like, I've seen photos of my dad when he was growing up. I'm like, geez, like, what the heck are you doing, Dad? That's embarrassing. But like now, as I've gotten older, like when I was a kid, I was like, the longer the shorts, the cooler. Like, I want long shorts.
I still kind of view that.
Fashion is cyclical.
When we went to Creed, I checked the length of my shorts with Tam before I went out of the house because I've got like a nice bigger pair of shorts that come down like below my knee. And I went to her. I said, "Are you okay if I wear this to the concert?" She goes, and it might be one of those things because she loves me.
Yeah.
But she said, "You look great."
Oh,
I said,
so
"Thanks."
sweet.
And then later on, I was really pumped because she's like, "Oh, do you have a pocket where you can carry like my chapstick and my license and stuff?"
Yeah.
I said, "Boy, do I ever.
Yeah.
I've got
talking
the
to the
biggest
right guy.
pockets ever on the side."
As you're fumbling with your wallet chain.
That's good.
Yeah, those are quite something, Trevor. A real highlight of the show.
Thank you.
As somebody said over on the YouTube chat, FM radio ain't ready for this. Oh my God. Anyway, those are short shorts. I think I remember like my dad in the 80s wearing like pretty short shorts around the farm, like when he wasn't doing chores and stuff. Yeah,
It was the thing. Like that's what
Was
I
it?
saw. Like
Yeah.
photos. Like
yeah, back then.
that's just how it was. I'm like
like
why are you wearing short shorts?
My father-in-law, rest in peace, Bill. He would wear like back in the day. He would wear
my
short
GA.
shorts. Yeah, he was like he was a bit of a hippie back in the day. Like he was short jean shorts, like ripped, but short shorts. He's an absolute beauty, that guy. God, I miss that guy. But yeah, no, he was kind of the short guy in our family. It was funny. All right, so the morning announcements kind of got off the rails here, but brought to you by the Rundle Park Short Course. If you happen to see somebody playing golf there, or if you're going to play golf there and you see a guy outside in his yard suntanning in super short shorts, It's YouTube,
Or
Trev.
a very tan man walking the course. It's not Murray McCourt.
Short, yeah. No, he's the Murray McCourt of disc golf.
Exactly,
right?
yeah.
An excellent tan and only walks the course. So Kelsey and Swift got engaged.
I still can't believe it.
Hustler has a bet.
What?
Yeah, he made somebody a bet prior to this engagement that Taylor Swift would have a baby by the end of next NFL season. So Huss is kind of stoked. He thinks this is probably going to move it along. I don't know about that.
So a bastard. Like,
But
you
she's
think
30.
be out of wedlock?
Well, she's 35 years old.
Okay.
Like after 35, they're like, oh, careful with your pregnancies.
Yeah.
So I mean, maybe they gotta have a child right away. I told Marshall and the Muzz about this last night. I said, Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift, they're engaged.
I like
and
Marshall's
Elizabeth immediately yells out, can we go to their wedding?
Yeah.
And I said, no. And Marshall goes, they could still break up.
I love where he's.
So
yeah.
that's the typical mindset, I think, of young girl versus young boy.
Just engaged.
Yeah. Yeah. They haven't
they
actually
haven't done the
got
vows yet.
married
Yeah,
yet. This text is in from Dave the Welder. Says, I told my 11-year-old daughter last night that Taylor Swift will have to change her name to Taylor Kelsey, and there will be no more Swifties. She will have to call herself a Kelsey from here on out. God, I want it to be the other way around.
Travis Swift. Yeah. Well, maybe.
But you can do that.
No, why not? You can do whatever you want.
I know guys I know of guys who've done that. I don't personally know a guy who's done that, but I mean, Swift is a better last name than Kelsey, I think. So maybe it ends up being Travis Swift.
I do like the idea, though, of Taylor Swift switching that. Everything now changed.
I mean, from a merch perspective, it would be a brilliant move.
Very much so.
Yeah, the Swifties are now the Kelseys, and I just
got to buy a whole new.
Taylor Swift is an unstoppable force. I don't think she could do anything that would turn her fans against her. But to come out and say, I want you now to be Kelsey's, that might be it. That might actually sever the Swiftie nation.
And you'd get a lawsuit from Kelsey's Roadhouse, I'm sure. Probably something
along those lines.
Ron Smith would be leading the charge.
Oh, God. Anyway, that's big news. We're going to have a guest on to talk about it.
Huge.
Hannah Vanbiber, 8:30 today. What does this mean?
I'm so excited. I again, didn't see it coming.
Somebody texted in during Lock Shop yesterday. You're joking that you didn't see it coming, right? Is that I'm trying to figure out, because I think somebody would be like, "Oh, I thought she was so popular. She's just dropping a new album, and they're gonna she's probably gonna want to tour on the new album. That maybe she wouldn't get married."
I don't really pay attention too much to this scene. Mm-hmm. I thought they were already married or common law or whatever. I don't know.
It could be common law, I guess.
Yeah, I mean,
does she have a toothbrush at his house?
They're just going through the
process.
The process, yeah.
Where will this wedding be aired? ESPN or TMZ? Or
Netflix.
Entertainment. Actually, you know what? I could see something like Netflix being
or this is an idea for Kelsey and Swift to start their own streaming platform, and this is the program that kicks it off. Why not? As you said, she's like...
To be honest with you, she's big enough that she could probably start a small streaming platform.
They will get to Mars before Elon.
They'll do the whole wedding on that New Heights podcast.
Sure.
Yeah. With
you go.
Jason
Now you're
Kelsey, who Gager had a major beef with yesterday because he's using Just for Men.
He'll be the officiant.
On his beard. Yeah. Yeah, the officiant. That's what it was. All right, we've got off-season. What off-season coming up? But Kelsey and Swift are engaged. Will they have a baby by the end of the 2026 season? That's what Huss is saying. He says she has to give birth by the end of the 2026 regular season, not even Super Bowl.
What would they name a kid? Like a male or Greg?
I could see them maybe going like something. I bet you the kid. I'll make a bet right now. If it's a boy, its middle name is Jason after his brother. Yeah. Something Jason Kelsey.
Yeah.
Give me the odds, Play Alberta, you cowards. Give me the odds on a middle name for the eventual baby of Travis Kelce and
They
Taylor
named the
Swift.
baby boy Taylor.
Yeah, I mean, you could. That would be a Taylor Kelsey. There's a lot of options here. It's way better than when I had kids. All right. Off-season. What off-season?
What off-season?
Coming up for GCL Diesel. That's a good on the way for the Italian Center as well around 6:45. Then Stephen Brunt, he does not know what he's getting himself into, but he's going to join us just after 7 o'clock today. Those are your morning announcements for the Rundle Park short course, a par 58. Go enjoy yourself while you golf. Let's get to a sports update right now with the one and only Lieutenant Eric.
Jeff Hoffman gave up 2 homers as the Twins would come back to defeat the Jays 7-5. The rubber match will go tonight, 5:07. Eric Lauer scheduled to start for Toronto. Over to the U.S. Open, Denis Shapovalov and Felix Auger-Aliassime both advancing to the second round with straight sets victories yesterday. Later on today at 1:30, Leylah Fernandez in second round action. She'll be up against Elsa Jacquemot of France. NFL news this morning, the Detroit Lions are trading veteran wide receiver Tim Patrick to the Jaguars. Detroit will receive a 2026 sixth rounder in return. San Jose City Council unanimously approved a deal yesterday renovating the Sharks Arena to keep the team in the city until 2051. The city will invest $325 million to upgrade the 32-year-old SAP Center. Well, the Sharks and the city of San Jose will also begin planning for a new arena by September 27. Hour 1 of the Nielson Show continues next with Off-Season. What off-season? Here on Edmonton Sports Talk.
You don't need a reason to keep people pleasing. Treason, reason, keys and sneezing. It's off-season. What off-season? It's off-season, 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 what off-season?
Nielson Show original songs brought to you by Totem Outdoor Outfitters. New gear, used gear, trading, consigned, sport for every season. Hockey season, 'tis be upon us again. So if you're looking for equipment and skates, go check them out. www.totemoutfitters.ca. Family store that takes pride in finding the right fit for you. Visit them at 7430 99th Street. And they've also got the best and cheapest sharpens in town. So take advantage of that at Totem Outdoor Outfitters. And get into off-season. What off-season here right away? How about this over in the nasty chat this morning on YouTube? Nielson, you're drinking tea now, man? What happened to you? Do you remember driving Laidlaw's pony car to the university for $6 mini jugs? Or do you need me to call in sick for you again? That's
a fairly specific account.
That's my buddy Momo. I haven't seen Mo in probably, I think last time I saw Momo, we were at a Kootenay Ice game. And actually, I will say this. I think if I remember correctly, Momo, you were drinking wine at a Kootenay Ice game. So let's just pump the brakes on the tea.
You kept the receipt, yes.
I did keep that receipt. Him and my buddy the Wuss, I think we're drinking wine. Anyway, he was a guy who I think we were having a big party at Save On. We were having a big party to wrap up our year at school. And I was supposed to work at Save On Foods, and I was too scared to call in sick, so I had Momo call in and be like, "Hey, it's Dustin. I'm not coming in. I'm sick." Click, click. Oh, those are good ties. Those are fun days. All right, off-season. What off-season is brought to you by GCL Diesel, providers of the best diesel engine components around, from turbochargers to injectors, fuel pumps to sensors. They are the critical engine component experts, proud to serve Edmonton and Northern Alberta for over 50 years. GCL Diesel. Diesel. Understood. All right, so the matchup today, and Trev, you can throw this up on YouTube right away. I think it's a Chiarelli. I think it's a Chiarelli matchup, but I mean, Kevin Lowe got by Dallas Aikens in a split vote, similar to what happened with Horkoff and Jesse Puljujarvi yesterday. But I don't know, man. I like there were people who were taking out billboards and newspaper ads to try to get Kevin Lowe fired. So I think I don't think anybody did that with Chiarelli. Now, at the time with Chiarelli, we could just hop on Twitter and absolutely rip him. But yeah.
I guess, yeah.
So I think this is a Chiarelli. I think this is Chiarelli running away with it. But almost out of respect for Kevin Lowe, I hope he gets a pretty good vote. Because I think, it's being fairly or unfairly criticized. And this comes back around to the conversations we've had a ton. I mean, I think Chiarelli very much deserved the criticism for
yes.
the job that he did, whereas Kevin Lowe kind of started taking heat because of some of the things that he said.
Yeah,
You know, like,
little unfair.
But still, I mean, still got hit pretty hard on it.
Yes.
So, yeah, where do you come out on this? The vote will go up on YouTube here right away, and I just posted it over on Twitter as well. Who was more criticized, fairly or unfairly, in this market? There is one spot in the final four left. Nurse will face Skinner on one side of this bracket. The winner of this matchup gets Sean Horkoff in the other semifinal. What say you? 780-218-9999. 780-218-9999 is where you can get in. Bones is in and says, I'll vote Kevin Lowe only because for the short time we had a Shirelli mustache.
He's
just basically saying
just the mustache.
Yeah, just
unfair,
the mustache.
fair criticism, whatever. Just the mustache. Remember that picture of him? What was he eating? A steak somewhere? Remember it was rumored that he was going to get the job? So he's like, Peter Shirelli's in town. He's eating a steak downtown at the Keg.
Oh, yeah, remember that? No, yeah, it was with Ken Holland. Somebody took a picture in a mirror or something.
Yeah. It's
780-218-9999 is where you can get in on this one. Who was more criticized, Kevin Lowe or Peter Shirelli? YouTube Trev, your era would be a Shirelli vote here, but I know you have been blown away a bit by the fact that people, like there were coasters at bars saying fire Kevin Lowe. Like
Kevin Lowe must go.
Yeah,
Kevin Lowe must go. Yeah, I remember being in grade 8, my teachers talking about it at the middle school I was at. They're like, wow, you hear what happened is going on in Edmonton. There's billboards going up. Kevin Lowe, like they want him out of town. And like people are on the side of the highway with like signs saying Kevin Lowe must go. I'm just like, wow, is that right? Hey, like, holy crap. And so that was when I was in grade 8, I believe. Yeah, so he got his criticism for sure. Was it warranted? Probably. I think so. But I mean, this is Peter Shirelli. It's not even a question. I'm actually working on a video on how far he set back the Oilers.
Are you?
Yeah, no, I can't stand this guy. I can't. So what he did, I hate the argument. Oh, well, he had one good. I don't care. What did they do in that year? I don't care about that year. I don't care.
He destroyed him.
I don't care. I don't care. The haul for Larson, that trade. I don't care. What did it end up being? Look where that got them. That was all the start of, just a terrible 3 years actually in the McDavid era. You had to rebuild in the McDavid era, all because of Shirelli and his mismanagement and what he was able to do and didn't do and just desperate moves. It's not even a question. I actually have I get heated thinking about that.
You seem very angry. You're like me when I don't get a sleeve with my tea.
Yeah, man. Oh, I got beef. Yeah, maybe that'll be my beef tomorrow. It ticks me off. I don't buy into the argument. The whole 1 year, he had one good year. I don't care about that at all because it didn't get them anywhere. And soon enough, he was gone. So Shirelli should win this. He should win the whole freaking bracket, and I hope he does.
You think Shirelli's going to win the whole
thing? I hope he's listening now.
I don't know who the favorite would be now. Like if Shirelli does get past Kevin Lowe, and then you've got Shirelli. I think Shirelli beats Horkoff
for sure.
And then I don't know what happens with Nurse Skinner. And then it comes down to Shirelli versus one of Nurse Skinner.
Yeah.
I don't know how that'll play out. I'm very excited for that actually.
But I mean, as far as no one's hindered the organization or just, I don't know, he set them back. As far as Skinner, yeah, he might not help them then and now, like right now, and Nurse for that case, just Shirelli did damage that those players could never do. So.
X-Ray J, who I think's heading off to work, says, well, I dislike Shirelli more. Kalo was even more criticized. Kalo got my vote.
Interesting.
I would have loved to have seen pre-social media how they would have ran Shirelli out of town. Like from a fan base perspective, if you couldn't just have a vocal, like have your voice heard on Twitter or X or whatever, there could have been full page ads. Hell, there might have been a half-hour show on Global to get rid of that guy. Big Slam Nasty says, watch Kevin Lowe win because he knows a thing or two about winning.
Yeah.
We played that. Were you
Good
guys?
clip.
You guys, I think both you guys were gone last week when we had this original matchup, and we played the Kevin Lowe audio. Let me see. Let me find it here.
What?
I got to bring it up
This
again.
is a thing?
Oh, when this is when Kevin. This is when.
Give it
And
to
look, I said last week, and I mean this 100%. Kevin Lowe is an awesome dude, who is more passionate about this organization than probably anybody in the history of the organization, Stoff included. But it was his passion that led to the criticism and led to people kind of turning on him here. Let's take another listen to this. We played this last week.
Customers. And
Here, hang on.
I'll just add a piece to that, John. I'll just add a piece to that, John.
John McKinnon.
Fair question. The fans. I mean, we have two types of fans. We have paying customers, and we have people that watch the game that we still care about. But certainly, the people that go to the games and support are. We spend a lot of time talking to them, delivering our message. I think it's safe to say that half the general managers in the National Hockey League would trade their roster for our roster right now. And in terms of the group that messed things up, you're talking about the group that had a team one period away from winning the Stanley Cup?
7 years ago.
And you know the cycle of that. You know that we chased a dream for a few years for our fan base, like a lot of teams do, and then at some point in that time frame, we realized that's a bad plan, and we made a change, and we're finishing year 3 of that plan. Now, are you saying to me you're getting impatient after 3 years?
It's not me. It's the fan.
And lastly, I'll say there's one other guy, I believe, in hockey today that's still working in the game that has won more Stanley Cups than me. So I think I know a little bit about winning, if there's ever a concern.
Boom! Mic drop. God, I was sitting at that press conference, and I remember when that went down. I was like, oh my God. McKinnon was sitting up to the left.
Yeah,
I remember that, and he was really grilling Low there. Trev, what'd you think of that?
Well, there was two little things he said there. I was like, but then he finished strong. He finished strong with that. I was like, okay, that was good. I like that.
And I said before, this video that's on the Edmonton Journal's YouTube page, the back of the heads here, Rick, come here. Take a look at the back of the heads here. Tell me if I'm crazy on this or not. But mute this here. Rashog,
Holy heck.
pre-bald spot.
Oh my God.
Awanek. Is that not Awanek? Yeah. And I think, actually, that might be me. I thought it was Reed Wilkins, but I think that's me, actually. Those are my glasses right there. And I would be sitting next to Awanek. So, yeah, it's me. I thought it was Reed for like the last 2 weeks. And that does look like my haircut at the back. Anyway, so look, but those comments that Kevin made came out of passion for the organization.
Sure.
Like, now, trading your lineup for any other lineup in the league, probably not the case at that point, even though they had some good young pieces.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think from a whipping, like, it's the whole play RV Horkoff
Are we
thing.
saying
Like,
who sucked more?
well,
Or who's the
Cirelli
whipping
sucked
boy?
more.
Sure. Well,
Cirelli sucked more, but I thought Kevin
Lowe,
Lowe
who sucks more, or who was criticized more, then Cirelli takes the cake.
Kevin Lowe became more of a whipping boy because, like, anything
Yes.
that happened in the organization for
Yes.
that stretch,
Yes.
Kevin Lowe got
Yes.
blamed
Yes.
for. When
Cirelli-
Kevin Lowe shouldn't have been blamed for
All
that
the
stuff.
things Cirelli did with the generational talent that he was gifted here, he wears it all. I mean, if you're looking for most criticized, he sweeps the tournament. But is that what we're doing?
What day was that? When did they hire Mac T? Oilers hire McTavish as GM. I want to take a look at their roster to see. So he was hired, was it 2012? 15. April 15th, 2013. So that would have been the 2012-2013 Edmonton Oilers. Let's go take a look at that roster and see if more than half the teams in the league would trade for. 2000, I say 12, 13. Here's the roster. Let's see. I mean, wasn't a bad roster. Taylor Hall, Sam Gagner, Jordan Eberle, Yakupov, Justin Schultz, Nuge, Hemsky, Magnus Pajärvi, my guy, Ryan Whitney. I don't think Whit was moving very well back then. Smith, tail end of Hork, Jeff Petrie. They had worse rosters later on, but I don't know if maybe he was right. But half the teams in the league, did he say half the teams? I think he said half the teams. Would half the teams in the league trade for a roster with young Taylor Hall, young Jordan Eberle, young Yakupov, young Nuge? I mean, from a franchise perspective, there probably would have been 10 teams that would have flipped. But look at the age of this roster. 20, 23, 22, 18, 22, 19, 29, 21. Like, that's a young group. That's a young team, man. That was the Ralph Kruger year. And then that was it. Mac T came in, Kruger's out, and well, the rest is history. Cast your ballot over on Twitter or on YouTube, and we'll see how this goes. Shirelli, who's 67% of the vote right now on YouTube, and Shirelli 66% of the vote on Twitter.
It's just a hate bracket.
Well, I mean, look, man,
that's fine.
In the end, I will say this. Hate is really what drives a whipping boy discussion. I mean,
well, sure, but
it kind of is.
Fairly or unfairly.
That's kind of how it is, yeah. That's why we say when I put up the vote over there, most fairly or unfairly criticized. And
fairly criticized would be Shirelli.
100%.
Yes, but unfairly.
Yeah, but there were parts to Lowe that were there to be fairly criticized as well.
Yeah.
I mean,
but if you have to choose between the two,
like it was banger after banger.
But between the two,
yeah. Library Pat says, listening to that again, what I am wondering is who Kalo was referencing, who's still working in hockey that had won more Stanley Cups. Was Scotty Bowman still working? If not, maybe Larry Robinson. I mean, I don't know. I'm not too sure who it was.
Pub trivia question there.
Yeah. When Kevin Lowe stated he is only one guy in the league, who was that man? All right, let's get into that's good. Get your vote in for off-season, what off-season, brought to you by GCL Diesel. Diesel understood. Let's dive into that's good for the Italian Center.
Somebody's got to smuggle a panino on board that Labor Day bus.
Oh, I don't even think you need to smuggle it. I think.
Well, I mean, I'm sure they have rules, and that type of thing.
I think you can bring your own food on.
I like
Labor Day
smuggling
bus.
the idea better.
Yeah, is that a
what's going on?
Is that an Italian Center panino in your pocket, or are you just really excited for the bus trip?
Something's happening in the back of the bus.
Yeah, Labor Day bus.
Somebody's got a panino back.
Labor Day buses, we should say, because there's two of them. Labor Day buses are sold out. They are putting together a waiting list right now. Edmonton Sports, man, a waiting list for Labor Day buses. I love it.
And again, I want a waiting list watch party.
Yeah, that would be fun. The Elks should organize that.
Why not?
A couple of Canadian club beverages.
Sure.
Yeah, have a good time. Here's where I want to go for that's good today. I'm also suggesting that for all of your fantasy drafts, all your live drafts over the weekend, slide on into Italian Center, pick up a platter of paninos, and be a hero. Be a hero.
Or even just do it in the Italian Center at that little cafe.
Yeah, at the cafe.
Why not?
Yeah, you should. Somebody should try to call the cafe and see if you can book 12 seats for your fantasy draft.
Families come in there on the weekends, like after church and such, and they sit there for hours. They do
it.
Why not?
Somebody should go in
ordering
and
food
like,
and drink.
They're going to
be fun
here a little bit. Other people want to sit here and do their fantasy drafts.
Yeah.
Big Hugh says, it's nice we can vote on the bracket. It would be nice if we could vote on the SD noms. Awanik's working on it. Okay, he'll get it out.
That one. Yeah.
We'll turn that around quickly. Don't worry about that. All right, here's where I want to go for that's good. College football starting with a bang this week. An absolute banger. It's number 1, Texas versus number 3, Ohio State. I usually do not have time to fit college football into my life schedule, but I am hoping to carve out some time on Saturday afternoon to watch this Texas-Ohio State.
I should also hope you carve out some time Sunday evening at 5:30 when it's Catholics v. Convicts, Notre Dame Irish, and Maddie's the U, Miami Hurricanes.
The U and Notre Dame.
This is 6 v. 10.
I know
we're going to get to this.
And there's a
name. Here come the
of Notre Dame.
God, that gets me fired up.
Yeah.
I got a first round running
You
back
should
there
be
this
fired
year.
up.
Yeah. But anyway, this is, 1 versus 3 in the very first week of the season. My God.
1 versus 3. So Texas, Ohio State, Saturday, 10 a.m. And those,
noon Eastern start, right?
Yeah, I know people like to digest their college football. And some people like the prime time. I personally, this is fall.
Like the 10 a.m.?
You're waking up and you're like, boom, let's go after it. So then you've got that one. You've also got later in the day at 5:30, and this is where it, again, changes. Number 9, LSU at number 4, Clemson. Another high stakes, 2 top 10s going at it. And as I mentioned, you finish things off Sunday, 5:30, number 6, Notre Dame at number 10, Miami.
So
a rivalry of
3
sorts.
all top 10 matchups in week 1.
Love it. And with some, again, the Irish and the Canes, that's steeped rich in history. LSU, Clemson, that's got a good kind of, Southern feel to it there. And Texas, Ohio State, by God. You have some personal connection.
Was it Cotton Bowl last year? Right? Texas lost 28-14
Yeah.
to Ohio State. My neighbor, actually. The kids and I they were in the little kiddie pool yesterday. I was throwing the football to him. Marshall was making sweet diving catches into the water. He was on fire.
You're like Tyler Snead.
Yeah. He was Tyler Snead. I said, I'll be James Morgan. You can be Tyler Snead. And the Muzz was Marc-Antoine Dequoy trying to pick things off. Anyway, my neighbor, he's a full-blown Wilson. Like his head pops up over the fence.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Darren, actually. He's coming by today to pick up some EST swag.
Oh, I love
So
it.
he's a big-time listener. And his head pops up over the edge. And we saw we were playing football. He goes, going to Ohio State tomorrow. He's flying out tonight. He's an Ohio State alum.
Did you just find out you're living next to a true Buckeye?
No, I think I'd previously known this.
And he knows about your infatuation with the Irish.
Well, I brought it up again yesterday.
Okay,
too.
yeah. Because this is now a neighborhood.
Yeah. Yeah, so he's going down. He's not going to the game, but what's the attendance here? It's going to be over 100,000 people, right?
Yeah, at Ohio State. Yeah,
and then he was saying he's going down to go to the tailgate, and he said the tailgate's going to have over 100,000 people.
It's a big time. It's a big program.
The tailgate.
It's a big program. Yeah,
the tailgate is going to have 150,000 people.
It's college football is very popular,
which is nuts.
Yeah.
But we get Arch Manning. I was looking. So last night, I'm trying to dive into this game a bit because I'm sort of excited for this game.
Yeah.
So I looked into it a little bit last night, and of course, the first thing that I do is I go 2026 NFL mock draft. And one of the guys on ESPN said if Arch Manning declares, he'll be the first overall pick.
I do declare.
Yeah, that's what he should do.
And I talked to a Saints fan over the weekend, Brant, in the wild.
Yeah,
I struck up a
Are
conversation.
they tanking
with a stranger.
for Arch Manning?
Well, it makes sense.
But I think his dad said he was going to stay at Texas for another year.
Well,
after
whatever.
this year.
But that would be something that you could see stars aligning because that's a franchise that obviously are everything kind of would come together if it were the Saints. But anyways, you were looking at the mocks.
But so Marshall plays. So Darren pops over the fence.
Was it full face or does he just do the eyes?
No, he gets his, his neck up there. He gets his neck up there. So his chin's kind of leaning on the fence. And he goes, I'm going down to Ohio State tomorrow. And Marshall's ears perk up immediately because when he plays college football, he's Ohio State.
Yeah.
And he goes, oh, that's my team. And Darren was like, well, maybe I'll pick you something up down there. And Marshall says, I would sure like a hat. It's just well, you can't. If somebody says they're going to pick something up for you, you can't just automatically claim what you want. You can think, maybe he'll bring me back a magnet. Something like that. Marshall's just I'll take a hat. I always would have liked a sweater. He said hat and sweater. We get in the house later after. He goes, boy, Daddy, I sure hope Darren brings me a hat or a sweater. I said, well, he's probably not bringing you a sweater, and I might have to send him some money to get you a hat. Actually, that's what I should.
His exact
words
words
text
were,
Darren some money. Say, bring Marshall back a hat.
I'll take a hat.
Yeah, he said, I said I sure would like a hat.
Okay, well, that's...
Yeah.
Well, he's not
No, he's not a rude kid. But yeah, he said, boy, I sure would like a hat.
He's communicated his wish.
Yeah.
Sure would like a hat, yeah.
I'm
sure would like a lot of things.
That would be pretty cool to be at that game, man.
It's, yeah.
Now,
college football.
And that is, I'm always curious about college football games, and especially college basketball games, because I'd love to go to a game and watch the Blue Devils at home. Be a Cameron crazy for a day. But there are like full-blown adults at these games, right? Like it's not just 100,000 students.
No.
Yeah.
Well,
okay, that's just like when I be at a place.
The alum.
Like, but I want to get in there. I want to jump around and stuff.
You get in the student section.
Yeah.
But there's the alum, the boosters, all that, and then the people that actually populate, the cities that these colleges are in. So yeah, no, the Horseshoe in Columbus, capacity 102,780.
And then
that's Columbus.
More than that.
No offense against the Blue Jackets, but it is a Buckeye town. The Horseshoe, the shoe.
I look forward to seeing LeBron put on Instagram that he's watching the game.
They have one of the best mascots. Like, the college football game, you can play as the mascots. Brutus Buckeye is, like, when Lee Corso does his predictions, and I think this is the last year he's doing them on the panel. Okay. And he'll always put on, like, the head of the mascot he wants to win. Whenever he puts on Brutus's head, it's and then he does his little wave. You've seen these, hey?
I've seen that one, yeah.
Brutus Buckeye's got to be the best college mascot. I mean, Duke's got.
Are you weekly ranking these today? Just saying. I don't know if you did have something else going on. The Duke guy, the Blue Devil's pretty cool too.
Yeah, but college sports, but specifically football, I guess, is when you see them. A lot of great mascots.
I still wish I could have more time to get into college football. I really wish I wish I could sit down and watch every single Irish game. Make it my team and watch every single game.
That's what my brother does with the Washington Huskies.
I know, that's the thing. I want that. And maybe that's something I have to wait for, like, after I retire.
Well, that's the thing, because with you, it's a schedule thing. So Saturdays during the fall.
I'm traveling.
It's
I'm
a busy
doing football,
day for a lot of people. Yeah.
Yeah, and
kids,
I'm
all that
coaching
stuff.
basketball and hockey
Absolutely.
this year. And so, yeah, that's it's damn near impossible to make it work.
The American schedules don't necessarily coincide with us, because they always like things happening, too, like the day before work. Like, they love a good... Yeah, well, it's Monday night. Let's go out.
I
got to work tomorrow.
No, I think that's one of the things I'm going to do when I retire. When I turn 66, I'm going to be like, well, now I can watch college football regularly.
Yeah.
So I look
a
forward
yearly
to that.
visit to South Bend. You can go to a game a year. Like, you and Marsh.
Yeah. Oh, a father-son trip.
Oh, you guys get it.
Yeah. Yesterday, it's a bit that just keeps on giving. We're at home yesterday, and I can't remember what I did. I flicked some water at him, and he fell back on the trampoline. He goes, "I'm hit!" And Elizabeth's standing next to him. She goes, "My bro!"
Oh, God. She's getting on it, hey?
They're so funny, man. Excuse me. All right, coming up next. This is awesome. First time I'm empty. I've drank my whole tea. People were criticizing me about my tea, and now it's already gone. At least it's not burning my hand anymore.
My throat, my tea.
Yeah. All right, we've not had him on the show. I think he might have been on another show here on the station recently, but Stephen Brunt's going to join us. Author, journalist, radio host, CFL Hall of Famer, which trombone I find very cool.
Player.
Plays trombone. I play trombone. Well, I did play trombone. So we'll get into a bunch of that stuff. He's doing a cool docuseries on the Ticats right now, and we'll set up Labor Day weekend. He's going to pop by coming up. We got your Play Alberta Early Bird Bet of the Day. Free advice for Damon Bunting coming up, and then legal analyst Eric Macramalla around 7:45 this morning. Let's get to a sports update right now with Lieutenant Eric, Mr. Brunt on the other side.
Jeff Hoffman giving up 2 homers as the Twins would come back to defeat the Jays 7-5. The series finale rubber match tonight, 5:07. Eric Lauer scheduled to start for Toronto. Red Sox and Yankees both victorious as well, which leaves Boston 4 back of the Jays, while the Yankees are 4.5 back of the division lead. Over to the U.S. Open, Denis Shapovalov and Felix Auger-Aliassime both advancing to second-round play with straight sets victories. Later today at 1:30, Leylah Fernandez will take to the court in second-round action against Elsa Jacquemot of France. The Detroit Lions are trading veteran receiver Tim Patrick to the Jaguars. Detroit will receive a 2026 sixth-rounder in return. Over to hockey, San Jose City Council unanimously approved a deal yesterday to renovate the Sharks Arena, keeping the team in the city until 2051. The city will invest $325 million to upgrade the 32-year-old SAP Center, while the Sharks and the city will also begin planning for a new arena by September 2027. Sports update. For Expedia Cruise, whether you're dreaming of crystal clear waters or exotic destinations, contact Chelsea LaBelle at Expedia Cruises in Northeast Edmonton to start planning your next cruise or vacation destination. Call 780-970-4834.
7:02 on the Nielson Show. Thank you very much for being here today. Dusty, Lieutenant Eric with the YouTube, Trev riding with us this morning as well. If you're watching over on YouTube today, smash the thumbs up for us and sub to the channel if you haven't already. And if you're listening on TuneIn or at iHeartRadio, just tell your friends how easy it is to consume our content. Launching next week on Wednesday, September 3rd. At 6 o'clock, we will be Sports Talk on FM, which is kind of something new in the country that we're going to kind of be the guinea pigs on. And looking forward to that.
The canaries in the coal mine.
Yeah, 95.7 Cruise FM will be simulcasting this very show starting next Wednesday, which is exciting. We're coming at you with the Popeyes Louisiana Kitchen Studio. And, of course, Edmonton Sports Talk is presented to you by our partners over at Play Alberta. Make your bets count for you and everyone else with the Play Alberta app with hundreds of prop bets, biggest leagues, NFL, CFL, NHL, NBA, MLB, you name it. You're not just playing for fun. Supporting the province's Play Alberta revenue help fund Alberta programs and services. Use the code EST Sports. Deposit $20, get a $50 free bet. We'll have your Play Alberta early bird bet of the day coming up. And free advice for Damon Bunting just after 7:30 this morning. Well, Labor Day weekend is upon us. I just have the one game this weekend. The last few years I've done the game in Regina, and then it's like a really quick turnaround because there's like one flight out of Regina. You have to rush to it and then get to Calgary. This week, I'm only doing the Calgary Edmonton game and then the rematch game on Saturday, which I'm very much looking forward to. Also looking forward to this, though. Stephen Brunt, author, journalist, host, CFL Media Hall of Famer, trombone player, we believe. He joins us on the show this morning. Mr. Brunt, good morning. How are you, sir?
Hey guys, I'm great. Good to see you. Good to hear from you.
He said that you saw online that he plays.
I did a little digging, Steve. Correct. I could be right. It is the internet, so you never really know. But trombone playing, fly fishing. You also, and I wanted to get to this later, but you have a penchant for fine dining and expensive wines. Actually, maybe right now. Let's just go over this. Stephen, we used to have Matt Cause quite a bit.
We have Cause on a lot back at the old place, yeah.
And you know his love of wine, I'm sure. I just wanted your thoughts. If you are a purveyor of fine wines, let's go over the Labor Day weekend slate. If you were to pair a wine with each of these games, because they all bring a little something to the table, which way would you go?
Well, yeah. Number one, you can't pair a wine with a game in Hamilton. That's not going to work. That's a beer situation, my friend. Look, all of those things are to a point true. I haven't played trombone in a long time. The embouchure is not in good shape. I am still a fly fisherman, I think that's from back in the day when sports writers traveled, way back when you didn't just sit at home and watch stuff on TV, and you had per diems, but you could go over them and pay your own freight. And I would, traveling with the guys, like there used to be quite a gang of us that, went to events and went out and had some fun and had some fine meals. And I'm probably known for the guy that blew everybody else's expense account. They weren't necessarily happy.
Man, as a guy who currently works and travels a lot, what's an expense account?
Yeah.
I have no idea. Like that sounds amazing. I'd like to get my hands on one of those. Let's first of all talk about this. So the docuseries that you're doing with the Ticats, and this guy over here to my right has been pushing for a CFL films department for a long, long time because there's so many great stories to tell from the history of this league, and I fully support his push for something like that. But tell us what you're doing with the Ticats and how's it gone so far?
Yeah, actually, I'm just going to, as an aside, that the CFL films idea, has been kicked. A lot of people talked about that. Of course, it's always a resource-based thing. But I don't know if you guys remember, one year NFL Films came up and did a piece about the Grey Cup, in NFL film style.
Yeah,
I forget which administration that was under. It was, it wasn't a half hour long. It was short, but it was, had the whole kind of frozen tundra vibe to it, which was very cool. And I do think, telling our stories. As it kind of relates to what I was just talking about, like conventional legacy media is not doing it anymore, by and large, right? There's not, there aren't people necessarily covering teams and going on the road or even covering the Grey Cup anymore. So, teams and leagues, I think increasingly are kind of saying, look, we got to do it ourselves. We need to tell our own stories. And that's really what the Ticat project came out of it was, they have a really good content team around the Ticats. They've hired some really talented folks. And I've been talking to them. I did some work for them in the past. I did a piece for them, a video piece that when Ivor Wynne closed the old stadium.
Yep.
And, some other stuff. And we've been talking about kind of finding something because, I'm at a stage in my life and career where I'm looking for stuff that's fun and, things I want to do. And I'm a Hamilton guy, and I've been going to games there since I was 4 years old. And, they proposed this idea. It all kind of came together quickly. So, but it's great. They've got, obviously they have great access. So, you're getting to see stuff that you can't see on a TV broadcast, a conventional TV broadcast. There's a lot more behind the scenes stuff. And the task is to take a season and, obviously, it's going to, by the time people see these episodes, the games have been played, but it's the stories behind the scenes and kind of the narrative lines that are part of any football season, win or lose, right? There's always things going on, players' stories, coach stories. In Hamilton, sadly, this Ted Gouveia story, which has really had an impact all around the league. But yeah, the ability to kind of tell those stories, work with really good people, and do it for my hometown team, it's a real joy for me.
What's it like, Stephen, doing this? You mentioned like legacy media out of it now. You don't get the big cameras and everything, but is it more than you just walking around with a phone? Like, there's got to be more to like. And I don't say that in any kind, but like, what kind of goes into take us through, I guess, the process? Do you get an idea? Do they approach you? Do you working with a team type of thing? What's kind of how do you work your way through this to get to the finished product?
Yeah, it's a team for sure, and they have a team of people who are shooting. Practice, right from training camp on, right? So with full access to the team. So they can get inside the dressing room. They're on the sideline during games. They're interviewing people. And, it's split into 4 episodes. And so the season will be divided in 4. We did the first one that kind of went through the first 4 games of the season effectively in training camp. The next one will take us up to just before Labor Day. And then there's going to be an episode devoted entirely to the Labor Day game against the Argos. And then the last one will take us through the rest of the season, at least the rest of the regular season. So, you have to kind of let the story happen. And so as the story plays out, I collaborate with some of the guys on the Ticats side, say, okay, what have we got? And what do we think the story is? And, how do we want to, what's the line through here? Is it about an individual player who had a great time, or, somebody who lost his starting position, or, adversity or triumph, all of the stuff that goes in. We kind of, you kind of go back in history and write a script for what has taken place, right? To turn it into something that's like a storyline. And so I write that and record the narrative, and we cut the piece around that, or the piece is cut and I write the narrative to fit the piece, either way. But yeah, it's very much a collaborative thing.
What's crazy with this week when you talk about, there'll be a whole episode focused on the Labor Day game. This whole Bo Levi, Nick Arbuckle, and the seasons that they're having going into this game, man, like that stuff writes itself for you right now. The story that Arbuckle's putting together. And then Bo, like when he left Cal, I was chatting with Bo a couple Grey Cups ago. I'm like, oh, when are you gonna hop on TSN? And now he's arguably the best quarterback in the league once again. I mean, these two guys are really making your job easy this week, aren't they?
Yeah, it's a great story. Bo, I think a lot of people thought he was done. 2 years ago? Thought he was done. And I think even in Hamilton, after they brought him in, I think there were some doubts about whether, he could physically, still do it. And then he's put that to rest last year, and he's absolutely putting it to rest this year. So yeah, that is a great story. And Bo, he's really embraced the whole Hamilton thing too. If you look at the first episode that's already out there, you can hear he talks about it a lot, and he kind of gets it. He gets the city and gets the nature of the fans in Hamilton, and that's very cool as well. And yeah, in Toronto, geez, I think a lot of people figured, well, Chad Kelly's not coming back, and look, they're definitely still not out of the woods.
Yeah, they're not winning a lot of games, but
no, but the way the East looks right now, are they the second best team in the East right now? I think so. And I'm not sure no one's talking about Chad Kelly anymore. So Arbuckle has been, he's been around the league. He's had moments. I remember when he was viewed as kind of a next gen guy that, that he was going to step up and be one of those kind of, CFL guys who hangs around for a decade and, is a top. He's never really been that. But, he's having his best moments, the best moments I would say of his career right now.
Stephen Brunt with us on the show this morning. You mentioned you're a Hamilton guy, going to games since you were 4 years old. What is your favorite Ticats moment?
Wow. Yeah. I go way back.
Well, and you, I mean, you obviously growing up as a fan, but then covering it, and it's different when you're on that side of it. But is there one moment that stands out?
I remember the '86 Grey Cup. So this is the way it's been in Hamilton. I can name the Grey Cups kind of in my living memory. They're not that many, right? 99, 86, we're going backwards. 72, 67, and then they won a bunch in the early 60s when I was a baby. But I remember a little bit about the 67 game. The 72 game was in Hamilton. Ian Sunter, last play field goal, Chuck Ely, Garney Henley, that was amazing. But I have a real spot for that 86 game. Was 86 in Vancouver? I gotta get these two right, because 86 and 99 blur together for me a little bit. 86, was the Mike Kerrigan team, and I was at the game in Vancouver, and again, they hadn't won since 72. I think that was a kind of an unlikely team to win the Grey Cup. There were a lot of older guys on that team, and I remember Ronnie Lancaster was doing the TV. I remember hearing it in the press box, and he basically did. There was a point there where I forget who was doing play-by-play with him, but kind of said, did the kind of, when a game is kind of lopsided, you still try and, well, you never know, they could come back. And Ronnie was sitting there and said, they're not coming back. This game's over.
Straight up, this one's done.
Yeah, and I remember that moment thinking, my God, they're actually going to win. They're actually going to win this thing. And, you're not supposed to, no rooting in the press box, right? No cheering in the press box, not allowed. You're supposed to be neutral.
Yeah.
But I was 100% not neutral. I'm not saying I had a tear in my eye, but I think I might have.
You got the little side fist pump. They're looking down. Yeah. What's up with Brunt? He's crying. That's not allowed. That's funny.
And 99 was great too, because again, that was Ronnie on that team and Danny Mack and Darren Flutie, and that was a very cool team.
That's a memorable group too. Yeah, you're right.
That was a good time.
Sure.
Yeah.
But they should have won a couple more in the in the interim, but
they had a couple cracks at it. Yeah, they had a couple cracks at it for sure. This is an unfair question, because we were discussing it in the 6 o'clock hour on our show this morning. But I'll ask it anyway. What do you think is the best rivalry in the Canadian Football League? Because I know the fan base. I mean, you're a Hamilton guys. You probably say Ticats Argos. He's got a Rider's tattoo on his leg, so Riders Bombers.
Is there an Alouettes BC?
Like there's a sneaky Ottawa BC answer. Yeah. I don't even know how would we come to that conclusion?
Well, I think the one thing, and I hate to say it, but the Argo Ticat thing from a Hamilton point of view is still very much alive, right? And it was very much how we defined ourselves in Hamilton. We were not Toronto. We're right up the road, 45-minute drive with no traffic, which there's never no traffic. But that was in your, that was in your DNA if you were in Hamilton. That, and that game, good season, bad season, beating the Argos on Labor Day really mattered in a way that was beyond kind of, the CFL standings. And, it stopped being that in Toronto a long time ago. That's the problem with it. I would say that, I love the Hamilton-Toronto rivalry. And I did a little bit of work on the TSN. They had a doc that they showed about the rivalry. And I wrote some of the kind of the concluding script for that one. And, it was all about the exactly what I'm just talking about, the kind of the big town, small town thing. But, Toronto, it's not there anymore. It just isn't. Yeah. They don't care.
But a rivalry too, as much as you hate your rivals, that's the funny thing. You actually want them to be good, so the rivalry
for
can
that
be
moment,
good.
so they still care, right? You're right, Steven. It's tough when one team doesn't care, or one fan base.
To show up. There was I remember those games when the Argo fans would come down the highway and come to Ivor Wynne, the old stadium, and it was there were a lot of them, and it was it was kind of dangerously hostile. There were fist fights and stuff, right? And really. Not kind of, hey, well done, chaps. It was if they, you hated them if they won. And there's still a few, there are hardcore Argo fans, and I give them a ton of credit. They do show up and they care, but you see the numbers, right?
Yeah.
And so, can you have a great rivalry with only one side? I don't know. But I, from my point of view, from the Hamilton point of view, we still care. So I would kind of, I kind of lean toward, maybe Winnipeg Sask, right? Because I think those two teams still matter so much in both of those markets. Both of those cities, selling the big stadiums out and people showing up week after week. And, It's very much kind of a two-way street. I know Edmonton Calgary is great, obviously too, but I kind of feel like the most vital one in the league right now is Winnipeg Sask. Yeah,
like I still, and I think maybe the answer I would say is that like the Banjo Bowl is massive. Like it's just become such a big branded thing. All eyes in the league are on that rematch game. So. No, this has been a great, man. And so the first episode is dropped of this docuseries on the Ticats, and you said second one's coming up, and then Labor Day, and then another one to wrap the year.
That's it. Yeah, first one's out there and all the usual places. Ticats.ca. It's on YouTube. It's readily available. We're working on the second one. It'll drop, I hope, in a couple of weeks. Okay, perfect. Thank you very much for the time today, man. It was great to chat with you. Hey, great talking to you guys. Really enjoyed it. There you go. That is Stephen Brunt, CFL Hall of Famer. I think 07 might have been 08. It was 07 or 8 that he went in, and that's a pretty elite class, man. That was a fun conversation with Mr. Brunt. No CFL films, but I'll take what he's doing, and hopefully that breeds into other areas. What was the other one I saw the other day? Where was it? Where was it? It was on one of the team websites. They had a. Oh, was it on Big Hill or it was on? I can't remember. But I saw it. I was like, "Oh, this is good." And then I got busy and I didn't click on it and watch it. But I mean, they're trying. Yeah. But it would be the stories that I've heard, just being on the road and chatting with people and having a couple of drinks. Like, oh, you'll never believe what happened. Like, there are so many stories that need to be told around the Canadian Football League. Like, it just can't be done in a tweet. Having Dave Jamieson around as a resident historian was great. But even growing like the 90s and such. I mean, that's kind of my era of getting into the league and the excitement of it. But I mean, even going up back on the rivalries. I mean, Eskimo Stamps games in the 90s with Stamps had the guns on their jerseys and a lot of black on the uniforms, and Dave escorting Ed Hervey off the field. Like AJ, like there was a lot of violence going on there. I know I'll probably never go back to a Labor Day Classic again due to the violence that I witnessed in Regina there between Bombers and Riders fans. And I mean, the Ticats Argos situation speaks for itself as well. And I know it's probably, as Brunt alluded to, died down a bit. Iverwin Stadium was a place, one of those old style stadiums of, you had the baseball dugout. I know, again, JMO's got stories from that place. But the Argos, too, had better teams and maybe a little more interest, so your rivalry was good. Lots of stuff that just happened then, just before the internet got going, which is kind of lost in the ether. So I know Dave kind of has mentioned, too, before that there are like records and boxes and rooms with a lock on them that just kind of collect dust. Just give us those boxes, I'm just thinking, like, man, somebody's got it. Like, is the National Film Board of Canada still a thing? You could use something. There's got to be a grant. You know how many grants they give out now for some students in college and film and stuff like that? I don't know. Just because, again, I think, and I know we always talk about fantasy leading to the NFL's popularity boon today. Which it did. But the NFL... is not an old league, really. But NFL Films was one of those propaganda arms that it used to just kind of octopus its way all over the place, and it did, and it was great. And he mentioned the booming, the autumn wind. That's what you think of when you think of football. Voice just narrate everything. Well, I mean, that would be the guy. That's probably do it for free. That probably would be the guy that I would choose, him or Rod Smith. I think Brunt's voice is more suited for a documentary. Yes. But yeah, I mean, one of those two voices. But it just gets you up. It's total propaganda, and to kind of discuss the history and then even do it modern day would be that in season-long fantasy. I mean, you're welcome. Package it all up. Chris over in the chat says Eddie Brown downtown shoelace catch at the snowy field was one of the best moments. You could do an entire 30 minutes on the catch. And you can find these guys again. Go contact them. Whatever they're doing now, they'd love to probably talk about it. Sailor's in and says, "I'm loving the Stephen Brunt Ticats talk. My first time getting drunk was September 12th, 2003. The only win the Ticats had that season, going 1-13, only defeating Lieutenant Eric's Rough Riders in overtime. A night I'll never forget." Yeah, I remember watching that. He says, a night I'll never remember because he's drinking. He's drinking. He's in drinking. He says, funneling Smirnoff Ice was a bad choice.
Yeah, well,
Sailor, I also OD'd on Smirnoff Ice one time.
good at the time.
Smirnoff Ice? Smirnoff Ice had a small window.
Well, good funneling it at the
Yeah.
time, not
Yeah,
at the day after. Dave Jameson texts my phone.
Okay.
It was the 99 Grey Cup in Vancouver. I worked the NFL Films Grey Cup, Stamps Cats. He then also follows it up with, I worked with Don Metz years ago on a proposal for CFL Films.
Really?
Kind of anxious to see where that went. Dave's in tomorrow for you. We'll get
Yeah,
to the
you
bottom
guys
of
talk
this.
about that.
Yeah.
We met with Metzi when we were looking for a place
did.
to start our, to start EST.
And that was a funny,
He was a beauty.
like it was a, you could either do EST there or a My Dream of a Medieval Dinner Theater.
Yeah.
Like it had kind of that.
Yeah,
setup.
it was in like his place,
Yeah.
and it just had films everywhere, and like tape. We're sitting there, so we pop in. He had this little studio space upstairs, and if we were just going to do the morning show, and I was like, if we were just going to do our show like Huss does with Winnipeg Sports Talk, it probably would have worked. But the problem that we saw when we left there is that we ended up staying and talk with Metzi for like 2 hours. And I was like, man, I think every day we just waste 2 hours in awesome conversation.
so
like
much
we had stuff.
stuff.
Yeah. I remember
This door
Yeah.
was the door that Wayne Gretzky, or whatever.
I think my favorite moment from sitting there with Metzi that day was I remember we were talking. He's like, "Oh yeah, 1987 Canada Cup." I was like, "Oh my god, yeah!" Like, come on. Like, he goes, "Yeah, the original game tapes are right there."
He's got
like,
it all.
"What?"
He's got it all.
Like the original game tapes for the '87 Canada Cup, just sitting randomly in a warehouse here in Edmonton. It was, yeah. See, like something like that, man.
Yeah, did
That'd be pretty
Brunt,
good.
Adam Zielman asked it, did you watch that Engraved on a Nation series? And each team had like it was kind of like a brief history
How
of
long ago was that?
mid 2010s type of thing, I want to say.
I was
Adam,
going
educate us
to
here.
say no until I heard the name of it.
And then I think
And I think I did watch a
it
few
sounds
of those.
familiar now. Listening to Brunt again, I think that's probably. Anyways, somebody suggesting EST films could be a thing. Parkside, we can kind of an offshoot of.
Man, we still want to get more EST shorts. We've done 2. They've both been pretty successful.
Yeah,
We need to bang out more of those.
but you could probably get a grant.
Actually, I think we could get a grant for something like that.
Write it off.
I want to start applying for grants. There's lots of grants
Well,
out
if
there.
you just apply. It's like Marshall with the hat. If you don't get it, you don't get it. You might as well apply though.
exactly.
See?
That's not the worst idea in the world.
It's not.
Apply for a grant. If we get it, then we actually
you
do
don't?
something fun. Yeah. No, that would be good. We talked to JMO, we talked to Metzi, and we used this EST grant to do a cool piece on the
Even
the double E.
mentioning Don Metz should get you some sort of grant.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, 780. So
I don't know.
Just
Try it.
I know Don Metz. Oh, here's 10 grand. Thank you.
Wow.
All right, if you watch over on YouTube today, smash the thumbs up for us. We got Macramalla coming up. We got free advice coming up. We're going to get into that a little bit as well. Hey, Estes tickets are on sale now. They're just $10. Simple enough. I had a client in yesterday that's really going to heat things up around here.
Yeah.
You know, it was
My interest was bubbling up, actually.
Anyway, they haven't even signed up yet. They're probably going to sign today with us. And he's like, coming to the Estes with Jocelyn and Jay. I was like, oh.
Really?
Oh, yeah, he knows Jocelyn and Jay very well.
Okay, good,
Yeah.
because they might actually be walking home with an award.
Well,
to be honest with
he
you.
actually said, he goes, I told him I'd buy them tickets to the Estes.
Yeah.
I said, what a guy.
Is he taking his jet there or jets?
Oh,
I don't know,
that ties in. That ties in nicely. Yeah, no, I'm sure at the Estes we'll crack a little bit of the bubbly. I know you already
Hopefully
made the
there's
bubble
no
joke.
chlorine in it.
Oh God, that is hilarious. Trev's over in the corner being like, I still don't know what it is.
What am I missing? What is this?
Don't worry about it, Trev. The adults are talking.
Okay.
You be quiet in the corner, you dink.
We'll.
It's a joke from yesterday. I'm not actually referring to him as that.
That's so funny.
Anyway, Estes at EdmontonSportsTalk.com. All right? Estes at EdmontonSportsTalk.com.
It's a great deal.
$10 will get you in. It's going down Tuesday, September 16th at the Garneau Theater. It is our second annual award show. The first one was as special a moment as you could possibly find. You could do an EST film on the Estes. When Trev put together a video last year on the Estes, it was an incredible night. Absolutely incredible night. We're very much looking forward to again. It's basically just $10. It covers the cost of the rental of the Garneau Theater.
Yeah.
and then we have a good time.
It's a great night out for you, a friend, or a significant other to kind of dress up.
Dress up a little bit?
Yeah, maybe rent that car. You know, do
our new friend who was in yesterday,
yeah,
he was asking me about dress code.
Oh, well.
And I brought up pictures from last year's Estes. I said, here's what everybody looked like. Yeah. He goes, oh, that's so like a suit and tie. I said, yeah, a suit and tie.
It's a time to
it'll be
spiff you up a bit.
It'll be pretty good. I said, don't dress too warm. I don't want you to overheat.
Yeah.
It'll all make sense eventually.
Relax.
Just de-stress a little bit. Okay. What are we doing here? Oh, Play Alberta early bird bet of the day.
Hey,
let's dive into
the
this.
Jays, yes.
I don't know what to do with the Jays. Where are we at on this, everybody? If you're listening on TuneIn, iHeart, Texas, Paris Jewelers inbox. Don't be a dud, be a stud. Paris Jewelers. 780-218-9999. 780-218-9999. Do we fade the Jays? Or do they bounce back?
They got to bounce back.
Do we look at a bounce
Twins
back?
Are bad up. I think it's a bounce back. Lauer on the mound tonight, if that sways your opinion either way. I know it's the bullpen that's probably the...
Yeah, I mean, as long as they don't have to have Hoffman in the game again, I kind of like their chances. You know what? Let's do this. Let's do a fade the bullpen play.
Okay.
Jays to win. No, you know what? Jays on the run line, -1.5. Jays to score first.
Ooh, I like that scoring first one. Yeah, that's always fun. That's always fun.
We're sticking it to the bullpen a little bit.
Yeah.
They can get off to a good start. Or maybe just go money line and Jays score first. Now, look, if they win today, if they bounce back today, they're winning by 2 or more.
Sure.
Don't you think?
Yes.
I don't think they just bounce back and squeak one out.
They'll be upset. They'll be rather upset that last night got away in them.
But I'm still very pissed off at Hoffman. We cashed all of the player props that we needed on 2 different parlays, and the Jays were up and then blew it because that guy can't close. I was trying to think of a reference, some sort of door reference.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Well, something to address at the trade deadline.
I mean, do they have another arm in there that can close?
They'll figure it out.
They got somebody in the minors who can throw smoke? Like, what are we doing here?
Alec Manoah.
All right, boosted early bird bet. Jays -1.5 and Jays to score first. That'll be up on the EST specials page over at Play Alberta. Takes like 2 minutes after I send it over to them. Our CFL early bird bet remains up from earlier in the week. Bombers +6.5, Argos +6.5, Elks +7. That's 6-1. And then that big lock shot partner parlay from last week is still up. Ravens to win the AFC North, Falcons to win the NFC South, Chiefs to win the AFC West, Lions to win the NFC North, +24.50.
I like it.
She'd be a sprinkling.
I like it.
Be sprinkling on that one for our partners over at Play Alberta. Use the code EST Sports, deposit $20, get a $50 free bet. I just quickly want to take a quick peek at these lines. Whoa. Bombers Riders line has moved from 7 to 5.
Yeah.
It's moved in the direction of the Bombers.
Yeah.
All right.
As it should.
Argos Ticats is now sitting at 5.5, and the Elks Stamps, it was at 8.5, and it was back down to 7. Now it's at 7.5. So the Elks +7.5 on the road against the Stamps. All right, free advice for Damon Bunting coming up next. Life advice, work advice, relationship advice, fantasy sports advice, CFL or NFL fantasy. What do you need help with? It's free. Text to us right now, 780-218-9999, 780-218-9999 is where you can get in. Send what you need help with for free. What?
T-Mac again in the Paris Jewelers inbox.
T-Mac.
Sorry to interrupt, but he could be a back-to-back. He could be going back-to-back here.
Hoffman couldn't close the lid on a hot tub. T-Mac. Yeah, I mean, this guy's on fire.
He's meeting the moment.
T-Mac.
He's meeting the moment.
This guy. We were thinking yesterday's one about Gord could be text of the bloody year. Like, name your Roomba Gordo. Because it sucks.
It's a contender.
It's a good one.
It is.
Yeah,
it is for sure a contender.
We're gonna have. I got the list here today. We're gonna go through and send Maddie top 10 or 12 or whatever. And then the nasties will vote on it. That's a good one though. That's a really good one. All right, what do you need help with? 780-218-9999. Free advice for Damon Bunting coming up. Legal analyst Eric Macramalla is going to be by, and then we're doing it. 8:30 today. Hannah Vanbiber from The Athletic on the Kelsey Swift engagement.
Ooh,
oh, my God!
What's happening?
I can't believe it!
It's happening!
Oh, my God! But seriously, how big a deal is this? We'll get into that a little bit coming up around 8:30. Let's get to sports update right now for Mitch. Mitch couldn't sleep last night because of this engagement news. That's it. That's all I got.
No,
Let's get to sports update. Here we go.
Twins coming back to defeat the Jays 7-5 last night. The rubber match later tonight at 5:07. Eric Lauer scheduled to start for Toronto. Red Sox and Yankees both picking up wins last night, which leaves Boston now 4 back of the Jays, while the Yankees 4.5 back of the division leaders. U.S. Open, Denis Shapovalov and Felix Auger-Aliassime both advancing to the second round yesterday with straight sets victories. Later on today at 1:30, Leylah Fernandez will take to the court in second round action against Elsa Jacquemot of France. The Detroit Lions are trading veteran wide receiver Tim Patrick this morning to the Jags. Detroit will receive a 2026 sixth rounder. And over to the NHL, where San Jose City Council unanimously approved a deal yesterday to renovate the Sharks Arena, keeping the team in the city until 2051. The city will invest $325 million to upgrade the 32-year-old SAP Center. Sharks and the city will also begin planning for a new arena by September 2027. Sports update brought to you by the great staff at Park Mazda and dealer principal Mitch Lewicki, where he thinks they should rename the Jays bullpen to the Cow Pen.
Hi there. If you're like me, you like to picture yourself in luxury, even though there's absolutely no way you could afford it. And if you can, well, even better. Thankfully, I picture myself in something that is luxury, but still absolutely affordable, like the all-new Mazda CX-90 from Park Mazda. With the new luxury features like facial recognition settings and quilted detail Napa leather seating, I can pretend to be comfortable with all of my proper settings activated without even touching a button, thanks to Mitch Lewicki and the great staff at Park Mazda. I like to picture Mitch Lewicki in a tuxedo t-shirt because it says, like, he wants to be formal, but he's also here to party too.
Park Mazda, your dealer for life in Sherwood Park off Y Road, parkmazda.ca.
The Nasty Bash was awesome, so let's remember it with this song. The EST on Corey B, tattoo still looking strong. 6:30 wasn't working, so old Smash said so long. AM Nasty C and Frazier yelling, turn your headlights on. 1, here comes the 2 to the 3 to the 4. Tommy met a new girl heading out the door. No homology stripping, his shirt just hit the floor. Oh my, good lord. Someone poured me birdie booze on a shot ski. Now you know Reed Wilkins was a mystery. X-Ray J's pants got a little pissy. Everybody at the bash was a nasty. Everybody at the bash was a nasty. Everybody at the bash was a nasty. 6 o'clockers right and left. Let me pour it on your head. Moment we won't soon forget. Hey Norm, Fergie's back preps let us in. Made the last table again. Wrote it out till 2 a.m. Oh Lord. 1, here comes the 2 to the 3 to the 4. Tommy met a new girl heading out the door. No homology stripping, his shirt just hit the floor. Oh my, good lord. Someone poured me birdie booze on a shot ski.
7:36. You are listening to the Nielson Show here on YouTube, on TuneIn, on iHeart. And as of next Wednesday, a week from today, you will be able to listen to a simulcast of the show. Exact same show, just now making history with Edmonton Sports Talk on an FM radio dial. We'll be on 95.7 Cruise FM.
Dun, da, da, da.
Oh, that's a good one. I like that. By the way, so that's the Nasty Bash song from last year's Nasty Bash. I hopped in the lyric laboratory last night.
Yes.
And I don't know, started about 9:30, finished about 10:45. But I have fully written this year's Nasty Bash song. It will be sent off for production today and likely debut next Wednesday on our first day on Cruise 95.7 FM. I will say the song selected won't necessarily fit on Cruise 95.7 FM, the classic rock angle. But it's a banger nonetheless.
Yeah. Neither will the Tulowitzki home run song.
Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff that we do that's
still gonna play,
be a bit of an outlier over there. But it's gonna be a lot of fun. I think people are gonna like it. It's timely. And it actually, once it started flowing, it came together. I think I hit on a lot of the stuff that happened that night. So it should be a pretty good time. I hope many of you enjoy it.
story.
Yeah. I think that's good. All right. We're coming at you from the Popeyes Louisiana Kitchen Studio today. You're looking for those chicken dippers. They're available with Popeyes' new signature sauce for the dipping, right? You can't buy chicken dippers and then not dip.
Yeah, beat the heat. Go in and eat in a Popeyes. Like, make use of the,
I need a bit of chicken redemption because last night Tam was doing she starts work again on Thursday because she's teaching like half-day kindergarten this year. And she was doing a bunch of work yesterday. So the kids were here. Were you here when the kids got here yesterday?
No.
Marshall and the Maz hung out. If you look in my office, Marshall was like, Daddy, do you want me to empty this orange bin for you? I said, sure, because we want to take all these bins back to the moving place.
Yes.
So that was the last bin we need to empty. So I said, okay, yeah, sure, empty it. And now there's just stuff all over my office floor, like everywhere. They didn't put it in a pile or anything. There's just stuff everywhere. He found a box of hockey cards, got sidetracked, started digging through that. But, I mean, that's what you're going to do when you're 10 years old. Anyway, so last night I made dinner, and I made like frozen stuffed chickens, and we had some fries and Caesar salad and stuff.
Frozen stuffed chicken, like mini
like you heat
birds,
them
like
up,
a full bird? Or?
No, it's not a great meal. But then we didn't have enough for me, so I just made like horrible chicken fingers. But now I dipped them in Christian and Winnipeg's honey dill sauce.
Yeah.
And that
horrible chicken fingers. This was your plan all along.
No, it wasn't.
No more gross stuffed chicken breast for me. Looks like I'll have to get into the tendies.
I'm saying I need a good chicken redemption at Popeyes. So that's where I'm going to go.
Okay.
Are they? Would you rank last night's supper better than the burgers?
The burgers that I made the other day?
Yeah.
Oh, it's not even remotely close.
The burgers
are way better.
Okay, because
yeah,
Marshall and the Muzz, I asked them, I'm like, Dad made burgers, eh? They're like, yeah, they are the best burgers I've ever had. I'm like, no, they're not.
They are.
They're like, they
love
are.
those burgers.
They are. We love them. They're the
only
best
burgers they've ever.
That's what I said. Like, how many burgers have you tried?
They don't really eat a lot of burgers anywhere else. Okay. Like Marshall will have Mr. Mike's, the classic Mike. But they don't go to fast food places.
Your
burgers.
Buckeye neighbor hey, why don't you guys come in for a barbecue? No,
don't you dare.
We're busy. Like you shelter them from other barbecues.
All right, free advice brought to you by Damon Bunting, top producing realtor in the greater Edmonton area for almost 2 decades. He and his team would love to help you find the right home. I think Baggio texted in yesterday saying, hey, I need that realtor's number. So I just texted him Bunting's number.
It's immediate.
That's how we do business here.
Yeah.
It's very simple. You want to buy or sell a home? Text us. We'll give you an amazing realtor's number, and then you can go buy a nice house. Check him out, DamonBunting.com. Instagram handle of Damon Bunting Real Estate. He's got his charity golf tournament tomorrow. Matt and Jay will be broadcasting live from Bunting's backyard tomorrow. It's right on the course, and it should be a pretty good time.
It's like the Waste Management Open.
We've got a hole there.
Sitting in his backyard.
Yeah, we've got an Edmonton Sports Talk hole.
I love it.
And we're going to put the cornhole out. And then if you get one in, you'll go into a draw for an EST prize. So that should be pretty fun. All right, what do you need help with? 780-218-9999. 780-218-9999. We'll get to a few. I know DB had a fantasy. Here we are. I want to get to this one. I love these. Dusty, I need to keep 2. Ooh, baby. Puka Nakua. Neighbors. Jaden Daniels. Joe Burrow. 10-team league. 3 wide receivers. Wide receiver, flex spot, super flex. Man, it's a super flex. Well, this is a super flex. Changes everything. To be honest with you, dude, in a 10-team super flex league, I would probably keep Jaden Daniels and Joe Burrow and just own the quarterback position. Those are 2 top 5 guys. And if you have a super flex, is it just one super? You got to tell me here. Is this a super flex spot and a quarterback spot, or is it just a super flex spot?
Specific, please.
If it's a super flex plus a quarterback, you keep both of those guys. If it's just a super flex spot, I'd probably go with the 2 receivers instead because you can slot everybody in. But if this is a quarterback and a super flex, then Daniels and Burrow. I mean, they're going 3rd and 5th overall in super flex leagues. You have to keep both of them. How about this? Potato salad Jesse.
Yeah, this is an interesting.
This is a very interesting one.
And this is something that you know about, I think.
No, I don't. I have a job interview for a position in the Caribbean tomorrow.
Caribbean.
Well, I think you say it both ways, can you?
Whichever way you say it, you got to correct the person to say it the other way.
How'd you say it?
Caribbean?
Oh, it's Caribbean.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
See, that was Pirates of the Caribbean.
I know, but nobody says Pirates of the Caribbean.
What are we doing here?
Well, I don't...
Anyway.
Caribbean?
He says, he's got an interview for a job position down there. He says, if I get the offer, should I take it?
Yeah, but what? Again, more specific. What? So if somebody offered you a job, and regardless, you're not doing this. Say you're just
the
doing
only
whatever.
place I've been offered a job in the last 16 years was Regina.
But would you go take a job in the Caribbean, regardless of the job? Say, hey, you want a job in the? You're like, oh wow, the Caribbean. Yeah, you're cleaning toilets. You know what I'm saying? Like, the location, it's like, ooh, the Caribbean. But what's the job?
Yeah, well, look, if you're asking me personally, I'm out. I'm not moving down there.
Okay.
I hate how hot it is here this week.
Yeah, I see.
You think I'm moving? I would rather move to Alaska.
But so Alaska. So what's a destination that you would love, but then a job you would hate? Would you take the destination over a hated job? I guess.
No. Look,
you love what you do for work.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I think that's important.
I think the most important thing about your job, and look, this is a personal preference. Some people want a job that just pays a ton of money.
Yeah.
And that's fine. If you can really hit it if you love your job and you get a ton of money, but I don't know how many people live that life.
Some people want the locale. They would do anything to work in the Bahamas or something.
But then, are you miserable at work for 10 hours?
That's just it.
And then you finish your day at 6 or 7 at night
for a little bit of sun,
and you go and you sit on a beach for an hour, and then you go to bed.
Potato Salad Jesse says, I would need to relocate, obviously, and quit my job.
Of course, you quit your job. You're getting a new job down there.
What is the new?
What is the job, man?
It's going what I currently do here, just a smaller scale.
What are you doing here? I mean, his name is Potato Salad Jesse. Maybe he puts potato salad into containers to sell at Save-On or something.
That's not bad, yeah. Look out for AI. That's probably going to get you.
But Trev's like, can a robot do this job in the Caribbean or whatever?
Filling potato salad is.
I gotta know.
I eagerly await what his. You know, if you want to be private, but just the nature of your job. What
Burglar is in. It says, Dusty, what if the Lakers offered you a job? Like
you would do anything.
Look,
washing LeBron's jock.
No, if the Lakers are like, we need a play-by-play guy, this would never happen. But if it came up, and you got to call LeBron's farewell season,
come on.
But would I leave everything we're building here for that? I don't think I would.
But you would.
I don't think I would. I don't think I could.
You'd be the broom boy on the court
for a week. I'm too busy. I got no time.
Still doing CFL games.
I haven't even found time to go watch him play yet. Has to happen this year. But Trev, what do you got here?
Well, I have a hypothetical as well. I'm just curious.
All right. Go ahead. Offer me these hypotheticals.
Yeah. Play by play. So you got a play by play position, either for the Lakers or for Montreal. Like the Canadiens. Yeah. What would you take?
Well, I would rather take the Habs play-by-play job because that was when you're a kid and you're like, you can do one thing when you grow up in life.
Yeah.
My one thing when I grew up in life was to become the play-by-play voice of the Montreal Canadiens.
That's why I said that, but I know you have a lot of love for
that. You know what? The Habs play-by-play job. Well, I still don't think I could do it to my family.
Yeah.
If they were, I would fly out there all the time to do games, but I couldn't. I don't think I could relocate my family.
Fair enough.
So, I mean, Raider Jesse. I feel like Raider Jesse's probably single.
Potato Salad Jesse.
Oh yeah, when I say Raider Jesse,
yeah.
Raider Jesse's married.
Yeah.
Potato Salad Jesse, probably single.
He's back in construction estimator.
What a gig! See, now I would think that you probably enjoy being a construction estimator. So I would do it. I would move down. You can still listen to the show. You can still watch the show. I would probably move down there to be a construction estimator.
It's a better gig than construction, definite guy. All you got to do is estimate. Yeah. If you're wrong, who cares? Right?
How good?
In the Caribbean?
Are you good at your job? I don't know.
I don't know. I'll estimate. I am.
Hey man, your estimates are way off. Well, it's not. His job isn't.
An estimator.
Yeah.
I'm not a definer. Dave in Section T saying what we're all thinking.
Dusty's already carrying LeBron's jock for free. If pointing out reasons that he's the greatest of all time is that, then yeah, sure, I guess I am.
Yes, and
Yeah, I mean, sorry, I just.
But if you got it, like that's what I'm kind of saying. Like, would the allure of being around LeBron during the sundown of his career be greater than like money or position or whatever? Like, if you're there just getting towels or working minimum wage.
If I really wanted to creep on LeBron James, I could get a TSN media pass and go down and be in a scrum after practice.
Well, he already knows who you are.
Well, yeah.
LeBron, remember me from the podcast.
Excuse me, I was the one who started all the ring culture hate that you got for a little while there. Sorry about that.
Sorry about that.
Anyway, can you spit on this mic for me so I can use your DNA and recreate another clone
in the aggregate? Also,
what do you think of your LeBron? Your thoughts on me thinking about 10 years ago I could beat your 12-year-old son in basketball? Remember the rivalry I had with Bronny? Trev, you weren't here for that.
I mean, you destroy him.
I would crush him. When he was 12 years old?
Yes, of course.
That was like 10 years ago. I was 34.
Yeah.
He was 10. I was 6'5". He was a stupid little kid.
Just coming off your prime.
I would have torched him. I was recently out of that volleyball championship.
Yeah, your knee was fine from the dunk contest. You're all rehabbed up.
I would have smoked.
I forgot about that.
I would have smoked Bronny when he was 12 years old.
You were swimming?
Oh, I mean,
you were in the prime condition, like you.
Yeah, that Edmonton Fitness magazine wanted to do an article on me.
Yeah, you walked down.
I said only if you take close-up photos of my muscles.
He walked down the hallways at Bell Media, and the necks would snap. Like people would.
Yeah.
Like
they snap here too.
That chewing gum walk.
You see this goat track shirt I'm wearing today?
I'm seeing all of it.
Careful. Oh, careful! Wow, God, you're gonna hurt yourself.
Would you move to Cleveland to follow LeBron's career?
No, I'm not moving.
Well, that does it. Okay,
Come
then
on, end of story.
We found the answer. Then
let's move along. Segment over. All right, let's get to some. Just a second. I want to see.
So take the job in the Caribbean is what you're saying. The potato salad, Jesse. That's the advice.
Yeah, I guess that's what he was asking about. Yeah, I would take the job, man. No, I'd be interested in pay. Do you make more to go down there, or do you make less? Nobody knows, really. All right, let's get to Macramalla here. We got some Macramalla intros. Macramalla, our legal analyst, or so he says, brought to you by the fine folks over at Park Mazda.
Maybe he could provide some advice on that.
Or Mitch is leaving next week to go sell cars in the Caribbean. The Caribbean.
A car estimator.
EST legal analyst and guy whose lawyering style creates a lot of tension in the courtroom. Sexual tension, that is. Eric Macramalla. EST legal analyst and guy who will not be listening to the Nielson Show on FM. He's going to listen to the show the same way he always has, by calling into the show and being put on hold.
Remember the test here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. EST legal analyst and guy who takes fashion risks, which is why he can often be spotted walking around Ottawa in a clear rain poncho and a European cut Speedo. ESC legal analyst and guy who plans to storm the SD stage like Kanye at the VMAs after he loses Guest of the Year because he's not a low-energy loser. Out in from Hampton, Steve. There he is. Macramalla, good morning. How are you, sir?
My man, I got flagged on Facebook.
Oh, no.
I got flagged. Yeah, I know. I saw your posting about Marshall. He swam 3 kilometers in an hour and 17 minutes.
He did, yeah.
And so I left a comment that he's a loser. And then Facebook said he's just a child, so you can't be saying that. But I said, yeah, but look at this. What a loser out swimming fast. What a loser your son is. Yeah. No, why don't you? Yeah. Hey, it's nice to see you're back, Eric. I know you were, quote, sick last week. It's difficult to come in when you're, quote, sick. Apparently you're still sick because you are baring your arms that nobody wants to see. Hey. There's a shocking lack of definition in your arms.
Look at this tan.
There's a shocking lack. It's racist, but there's a shocking lack of definition in your arms for your age.
Fine. Yeah, I'm a lover, not a fighter.
Is that a tattoo?
Yes.
What is the tattoo? I can't. It's not high resolution. It's low resolution, like Jeb Bush. What is that?
Zoom in. I'll flex for you a bit here if you.
Yeah, look at that.
Is that like a cartoon character?
No.
What is it? Is that Dreisaitl?
No.
That's it.
Could you tell me what it is?
Why don't you just know what it is? I got this tattoo the summer of 2008. I was in Wales, the country, and I got it done by a man named Dink. And he operated a tattoo studio. He was an orgiast. And he had one of his girlfriends perched on top of the counter like a cat, and we could smoke cigarettes in there. And he had pictures all up around his tattoo studio of him engaging in orgies, which was fun to look at while getting the tattoo.
So two questions. The first question I asked, what's the tattoo of? And second, was he engaged in the orgy as he was giving you the tattoo?
I wish. He was clad in black spandex, and the tattoo is of, it's the logo, it's a Liverpool Football Club. I'm a big fan and supporter.
Could you just say I'm a big fan rather than get them on your body forever?
I could. It was a memorable trip for a friend of mine. We both went on this trip. He got one of his.
Did you
I
get
got
a tattoo as well?
Yeah, but what happened with him? He's got more of a chunkier arm than me.
Okay,
and then, they put the stencil down first.
Yeah,
and the guy goes, "It's very important. Are you sure this is the right size you want?" And he goes, "Oh yeah, I just put it on." He finishes the tattoo. He goes, "A little small."
Oh no!
And you can't. I mean, so it's like a little. It's a little.
Probably should have checked when he said, "Is this the size you want?"
He's grown, so his arm is like.
It's a hilarious little tattoo.
The same thing. We're all wondering the same thing, aren't we, Dustin? That when the tattoo was done by the orgy master,
ding,
did he invite you to an orgy, or did he deem you non-orgy worthy?
We all took a picture. He had a bunch of like elephants with trunks, and we put them in front of our penises. I'll put the picture on Twitter. I'll tag you in the photo. I'll find it here and I'll put it up.
If you this morning you see me answering my questions directly, I'm just wondering, did he invite you to an orgy, or did he say, "I don't know if you're an orgy worthy guy"?
No, there was no invite. It's just we got the pictures, we got the history.
How long do you hang around, Dustin, waiting for the invite to the orgy when you're there?
How long will you wait?
Tattoo.
Yeah.
Hey, this is a nice store.
I'm assuming that you probably had to pay like a bigger price and then you get the invite.
Package deal.
Yeah, exactly. Like you can get a tattoo and an invite, or you can just get a tattoo.
Yeah.
Was he handsome?
Yeah.
Was he a handsome orgy guy?
No, I'll tag you in the photo. He wasn't. I mean, he's no. I didn't get a picture of one of his woman though, the cat.
He's the one who organizes the orgy. Very much like in hockey, when you're not good enough to play on a team, then you create your own team and manage it. Right? Right? It's true.
That is true. You know what's funny?
That's what losers.
I'll tell this story.
Losers like Jeb Bush do.
Yeah. This is going to be the transition point from this talk to your point about when you're not good enough to make a team, so you like create another team that you can play on. When I was in junior high school, I played on the grade 8 basketball team, and then I moved up, and the next team was grade 9 and 10. And my dad, who coached me in grade 6 and 7, was like, "You're probably not going to make that team, but you still want to play ball?" I was just like, "Yeah, I'd like to still play ball." So my dad creates a team that took all the kids who got cut from the 2 junior high schools and put them on a team together, and then they play some smaller towns around where we lived. So he was all fired up, got jerseys. He's ready for this team. He's going to coach me again. And then I actually made the grade 9-10 team. So my dad had to coach a bunch of other kids that he didn't care about for the entire year. And it was hilarious. The ultimate backfire. Hey, can you imagine making a team for one of your boys and then they make a different team? You got to coach a bunch of strange kids?
So let me get this. Let me see if I have this right, sir. You're coaching a bunch of children. None of them are your child. Yes. Well, let me call the police.
Have you ever coached a team that doesn't have one of your kids on it?
No.
No, me neither. I was thinking I've coached for quite a few years now. It's always just because I just want to be with my kids. I don't see how anybody would have the time in their life to volunteer to coach other people.
Yeah, coaching.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Now I do convene a level where I've had no kids at that hockey level for 3 years. That's the closest I've come.
Okay, you what? You convene it?
In hockey, yeah. Okay. I convene U11, and I don't have any kids at U11. Okay. This is the first year I've had a kid at U11 for 3 years.
So you've been planting the seed so you can dictate some things when your kids get to U11. That makes sense.
No, they suck. They're not like Marshall, who swims for no reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're baseball and hockey players. It's great. You know, we played a team in the city championship on the minor all-star level. That's the team that I'm coaching on.
Yeah.
And the other team had all lefties, basically. I'm like, they're all hockey players. That's the reason. They're all, and it turned out, and then we spanked them. We won back-to-backs. My oldest son, Daniel's all-star team, They won the city championship, and then Monday night we won the city championship. It's pretty amazing.
You're going to go
pretty
pro.
Amazing.
You're going to go pro as a coach.
Yeah, I just don't know why Marshall is swimming. Like, who swims? Like, we just built a pool, right? We just built a pool, and we'll have races once in a while, but that's it.
I mean, you know what? You should invite myself and my son out to your pool, and he can show your kids how a real kid swims.
Spank them.
I can't. We only use the pool for orgies.
Okay, hey, we got to bring you in the loop on this.
Well,
but did you see our news? A couple days ago?
No. Am I nominated for something?
No. So we announced a couple days ago that starting next Wednesday, our show is going to be simulcast on an FM radio station in town.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So
you're such a maverick.
Sports talk on FM radio is now a thing in Canada. And if our show goes well, who knows what else happens. But we're moving over to FM. So, when you say, the CRTC can't get us for that, now they could a little bit. So just a heads up.
Look, first, it's going to be weird. I'll be even more famous, which is really, I don't even know how that's possible. But you also, if you're not getting a CRTC complaint when I'm on, then we're not doing it right. You also can't put baby in a corner. I got to say what I got to say.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Get offside on there, right?
Yeah, we're also going to try to get your show on that radio station in the weekends, so we can say
thank you.
They're going to break into their classic rock format
package deal
for Eric Macramalla's Offside Saturday mornings at 11:30.
Oh, that's a prime time. Thank you for that. That's great. The reason these segments are famous around the world is because they're raw and they're honest.
They're raw and honest.
And we can't deviate, even though you're going to FM where everything will be clearer.
Yeah. I'm just going to give you the heads up that if we do get a CRTC fine, I do have to pay it. So,
no, just send it to your former landlord.
Oh, that's Oh, actually, that guy who fixed the walls called me last night, Victor. Yeah, I got to call him back today. I think I owe him some money.
That's such a great name, eh?
Yeah.
Victory.
Victor. You can call him Victor.
KRP in Cincinnati, the guy's name was Les. Not more, just Les. What a great name for a character that writers hated. Les. Not more, just Les.
All right, buddy. We love you. We'll catch up next week, okay?
This felt like a therapy session.
It was good. I thought it was really nice. Yeah.
You know who does therapy? Low energy loser Jeb Bush. That's who does therapy.
See you later, man. There you go.
Cut your arms.
That is Eric Macramalla. He's the best. We love him. We love him with all our heart. And he's funny. Bone says Macramalla playing the long game, taking over U11 3 years in advance to prepare for his son's arrival. That's exactly what it is. I mean, that's a brilliant move.
Building the team.
That's that does move the needle. Doesn't sign text guy says, who do you think coaches school sports outside of parents? That is teachers all day. Yeah, I'm curious. Like, our kids are just like Marshall's going into grade 5 this year. I don't think his school has a basketball team until like grade 6 or 7. But then somebody I would like to coach that school basketball team.
Would you ever?
Do I have to become a teacher of some sort?
You'll be Bobby Knighting your way all over that gymnasium, eh?
Yeah. What I need is I need Tammy to get a job at their school, and then she'll say she'll coach the team, and then I'll just go in and wear a wig and be like, oh, I'm Tammy. I'm here to coach the basketball team.
This is Doubtfire too. Oh, hello.
Ooh, let's play some basketball.
And you're just dunking like
I'm like Grandma.
Wow, she can really fly.
Like Grandma. Remember Grandma? Yeah. All right. Oh, here, I want to get to this one quickly. Chris says, Eric, you might know this. I need to pick up a defender in my EPL fantasy league. Do I go with Arsenal's Jurriën Timber or Sunderland's Danny Ballard?
Yeah, so Sunderland take on Brentford, who are pipped for relegation this season, and Sunderland at home. I'd go with the Sunderland defender as Arsenal are taking on Liverpool, and that should be a high-stakes
He went with Timber.
game.
He said it was late.
Oh, whatever.
Got him late.
That's
he went
not a
with
bad
Timber.
pick. I just
that's good advice.
Don't take my advice.
That's great advice. All right, 780-218-9999. 780-218-9999 is where you can get in. Doesn't sign text guy says you need to be approved by school admin to coach. Trust it, if you will. Not sure of your chances. Oh, they would trust me.
Oh, yeah, trust.
I mean, I'm not
The
sketchy.
trust tree. Yeah, you can do that thing where you fall backwards and they catch you.
Am I going to put myself in the starting lineup and pretend I'm a 11-year-old boy? Yes, I am.
Mrs. Dustfire.
Who said that?
Scalding Gourd.
Oh, Scalding Gourd, you've been on a run lately. Mrs. Dustfire.
And just for some reason...
You would deny a Dustfire.
You just got to do the whipped cream thing, at least.
Yeah, I just...
Oh! Why has he got cake on his
That's
face?
too good. All right, what do we... Oh, we've got a sports update coming up. If you're building stuff and you need some plywood or other building materials, Windsor Plywood Leduc, they are just waiting for you. This text, Dusty in a wig, coaching school basketball. Mrs. Dunkfire.
That's
what it is. That's a good one, too. No handle on that text, even.
God.
That's pretty good as well. All right, let's get to the update. Coming up, we've got, I originally wanted to get to Kelsey and Swift with Macramalla, but kind of went off the rails again. But that's okay, because we've got Hannah Vanbiber, who's going to join us from The Athletic, to talk Kelsey and Swift. Where's the wedding? When is the wedding?
Who's in the wedding party?
Does Travis Kelsey miss week 6 because they have to taste cake? There's lots of different things that we can get to. So she's going to join us around 8:30.
Will Zach Caleros be invited?
I mean...
Well, it's going to be like a Bearcat reunion, right?
If Zach Caleros can be in a suite at a big game...
He's got connections.
He's going to get the wedding invite.
Yeah. I think he's not too far removed from that group that he'd get the invite, right? Like he's making the cut.
I think Zach Caleros makes the cut.
I think he makes the cut.
Colin the Amishman says, then we can name the Roomba Mrs. Dustfire. All right, we've peaked now. We've peaked on that.
The snake is
Let's
eating
move
the
on
tail.
now. Let's move on, everybody. We've got kind of easy trivia coming up. Who wants to play kind of easy trivia today? You got to do better than Gordo yesterday. My God. All right, 780-218-9999. Gift certificate to Mr. Mike's is up for grabs. Text YouTube Trev right now at 780-218-9999 if you want to play kind of easy trivia for Mr. Mike's. We got 3 questions too many coming up. Lieutenant Eric's weekly rankings of power is still to come. And Hannah Vanbiber from The Athletic is going to join us to talk about the biggest news in the world yesterday, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelsey. He put a ring on it.
Hey.
And that's a song that one of her rivals did, Beyonce.
Oh, boy.
The Beehive. Here's the update from Windsor Plywood Leduc.
NFL news this morning. The Vikings seem to be finalizing a trade with the Panthers, reacquiring wide receiver Adam Thielen. Vikings will also receive a 26 7th rounder, a 27 5th rounder, in exchange for a 26 5th round pick and a 27 4th rounder. Lions also trading veteran wide receiver Tim Patrick to the Jags earlier. Detroit will receive a 26 6th round pick in return. Jays folded the Twins last night 7-5. The rubber match will go later tonight at 5:07. Eric Lauer scheduled to start for Toronto. Red Sox and Yankees both winning yesterday as well, which leaves Boston now 4 back of the Jays, while the Yankees are 4.5 back of the division leaders. U.S. Open yesterday, Denis Shapovalov and Felix Auger-Aliassime both advancing to second-round action. Later today at 1:30, Leylah Fernandez will take to the court in second-round action against Elsa Jacquemot of France. And San Jose City Council unanimously approved a deal yesterday to renovate the Sharks Arena, keeping the team in the city until 2051. The city will invest $325 million to upgrade the 32-year-old SAP Center. The Sharks and the city will also begin planning for a new arena by September 2027. Sports update brought to you by Windsor Plywood Leduc, locally owned and operated, serving Leduc and the surrounding area since 1993. Doors, flooring, baseboards, and of course, plywood. Go see the knowledgeable staff at Windsor Plywood Leduc.
Owen's mama, she's a baddie. Claim you didn't have a cousin Patty. You tried so hard, but couldn't get a pass. Stay away from me, you horse's ass. She's the mama, a real pain. Gonna throw her from the train.
Chap, Owen, come on.
She's the mama, a real pain. Gonna throw her from the train.
Chap, Owen, come on.
Owen's mama, not very nice. She's on some soda with some ice. Chop, Owen, she's always bugging. Who are you? All of a sudden. She's the mama, a real pain. Gonna throw her from the train.
Chap, Owen, come on.
She's the mama, wants salt on her nuts. Oh, his mama got no spouse. There's a murderer in the house.
There's a murderer in the house.
She's the mama, a real pain. Gonna throw her from the train.
Chap, chap, Owen, come on.
She's the mama, a real pain. Gonna throw her from the train.
Chap, chap, Owen, come on.
Chop, chop, Owen, come on. It's a Wednesdays right here on the Nielsen Show. 8:08 is what we're looking at. So we got the hangout coming up at 9 o'clock this morning. We are live from the Popeyes Louisiana Kitchen studio. You can text us anytime in the Paris Jewelers inbox. Check them out. Buy now. Do not pay for 1 year. ParisJewelers.com. Canadian, family owned. Don't be a dud. Be a stud at PJ's.
A lot of people saying Gord is just praying a teeth calls in to take off the heat.
Oh,
I mean, if there's one thing that could ease Gordo's pain from yesterday, it would be was it Marcel?
Yeah. It's really what we want.
Well,
probably not so much. Hour number 3. 3 questions too many coming up. That's good for the Italian Center. Edmonton Sports Talk is presented by our great partners over at Play Alberta. If you've not yet downloaded the Play Alberta app, you'll want to do that right away. We're going to be pumping up Play Alberta for the next few years or so. EST specials. It is up for today. Jays to win by 2 runs and to score first. Plus 222. Don't mind if I do on the plus 222.
Toodaloo.
They got to bounce back.
They will.
You can't blow it that way. You can't blow it like that.
Somebody mentioned it's not. The bullpen blew it. They will get back on track. That doesn't. Yeah.
I look. I like if they're winning tonight. I think they're winning by 2 or more tonight.
They should sweep the Twins, but it was a.
Give us the score first. Jays to win by 2 plus 222. It's on the EST specials page over at Play Alberta. All right. Let's dive into a little kind of easy trivia today for the fine folks at Mr. Mike's. What's happening at Mr. Mike's right now, LTE?
Well, glad you asked. Mr. Mike's is turning up the sizzle with Platypalooza this summer. From barbecue rib platters to coastal combos with lobsters and prawns. It's big flavor all summer long. Plus, in it for your shot, sizzling summer prizes. Get into Mr. Mike's Platypalooza's own. Eat locally, enjoy casually.
Glad you asked. All right.
Yeah.
Who's playing kind of easy trivia today, Trev? Who do we got, buddy?
We've got Travis.
All right, Travis is good. Why'd you say it like that?
I don't know.
That's weird. It must be those shorts. They must be riding up on you.
No.
If you missed it today, if you're on TuneIn or iHeart, I do suggest you pop over to YouTube quickly. Scroll back to about, 6:15?
No.
We got a good shot. I'm pretty sure when Tommy comes in today, he will ask to purchase your shorts.
Yeah, he'll be proud.
Yeah, he'll want them. He'll
just
probably
rip them
pay
off you.
$75.
I learned from the best. What can I say?
There you go.
Briefs are longer than those shorts.
The underwear I'm wearing right now is longer than what he's got on.
White briefs are longer than those.
Might be. Yeah.
All right. Let's go to Travis. He's going to play today. He needs to get 3 of 5 correct. Travis, you ready to go, man?
I'm ready.
Hey, you're not an idiot, are you?
Absolutely.
Okay. Oh, you are. Oh, this is interesting. Here we go. Trevor, start the ticker after read the first question. Good luck, man. Did the Blue Jays blow it in the 9th inning last night?
Yes.
Who did the Jays lose to?
The Twins.
What sport does Travis Kelce play?
Football.
Which singer is Travis Kelce engaged to?
Taylor Swift.
True or false? Taylor Swift sings the song Raise a Little Hell.
False.
Yeah, you know it. You know it. That's a trooper.
Are you kidding me? That's right. Who do you think you are? I am. Get it right.
You can't have a newcomer come in and steal the show.
That's a paddling.
Oh, we've been strong. We're just playing by the rules.
Ooh, you better believe that's a paddling.
And I was in Miami with my new beach house. Well, it was a couple minutes from the beach.
That's a paddling.
The first year we took it to the limit.
You cannot come to my house. No, not today.
You cannot come to my house. No, not today.
All right. What a Swifty nut, huh?
That's exactly, yes.
Were you thinking
I was thinking the same thing. You saw the text, yeah. Or
no, I didn't say this.
Somebody in that chat, big Swifty guy.
Oh, big Swifty guy, yeah.
That's why
That made me think,
Yeah.
oh, what a Swifty fan, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Swiftie fan.
Are
you an idiot? Yes.
Yeah.
You should have just gave him the prize there.
I appreciate honesty, man.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah.
I think that's really good. We've got Hannah Vanbiber coming up from The Athletic. She's going to hop on to talk about Kelsey and Swift and where it goes from here. Is it a quiet wedding? Is it allowed? Like, is it a popular? Like, is it a big? Like, what do you think they do? They do a small wedding or they do a big wedding? Got to do a big wedding, right? If Zach Collaros is going to come.
I would love it, though, if it was like a private affair, 15 people. Nobody gets anything.
That's it.
Yeah, they cut the cake, they shove it in each other's faces, and away you go.
I mean, people who live in a spotlight all the time, I wonder if they would want that. Like, just their family and that's it.
It'd be an interesting move.
Yeah.
I'd welcome it, just to kind of stick it to everybody, because everybody wants a piece of this thing.
Yeah.
Actually, we're going to...
It's just Travis Kelce, his brother, he's his best man, and then Zach Collaros stands up for him too.
He's the ring boy.
I mean, they're apparently pretty tight. The Zach Collaros, is he one of the 4 groomsmen?
That Bearcats team, man, they were...
That's what we want to know. We'll get to the bottom of it.
Andy Reid.
Andy Reid's got to be there for sure.
He'll be giving away.
He comes walking Kelsey down the aisle.
Yeah.
We've got the wrap for William Huff still to come as well, but let's dive into 3 questions too many today here on the Nielsen Show. Lieutenant Eric, do you have a liner for the segment?
3 questions too many, brought to you by the great staff at Park Mazda and dealer principal Mitch Lewicki, where if Kelsey and Swift are looking for a place to get married, might he offer up the Park Mazda dealership? Park Mazda
That's nice.
for life. It's a nice place.
Nice. I got married at Chateau Louis, and I would
love that place.
suggest if they're looking for a good venue with a meal option that you can have every single type of meat, I would suggest they get married at Chateau Louis. My buddy Branko got married
2
there
bars,
as well.
right? One upstairs,
There's
one in
upstairs,
the basement one's great.
Good little basement
A great
bar.
gym.
Yeah.
Lots of game machines, and I think they still have a fish tank in the upstairs bar.
Well, then what do you? What more do you need?
You don't need
Mr.
anything
Kelsey and Mrs. Swift. So maybe they'll get that Chateau Louis money and have a good time.
Well, book now, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It gets filled up quickly.
Yeah.
We had to book way out. This is a good question. It's not one of our questions, but it is a good question. Like Taylor Swift has unlimited funds. She should probably have a yacht. Does she have a yacht? I always feel like you have way too much money when you have a yacht.
Multiple yacht, like a flotilla.
She must
of
have a
yachts.
yacht.
Yeah.
Trev, do you know for a fact that she has a yacht?
Yeah, she does have a yacht.
Cool.
Yeah, I've always wanted to have a yacht.
I don't think you'll ever get there, man.
No, I don't know.
I don't want to ruin your dreams, but
I don't know. You never know.
If you end up with a yacht, can Eric and I come on your yacht?
Yeah.
Can we do a show on it?
Oh my gosh. Yeah,
That'd be
of course.
fun.
Oh man, that would be the best time ever.
If I had a yacht and I kept it only in safe waters, I would definitely have a sweet water slide off of it.
You have to.
Right into the ocean or the bay. That'd be fun.
Yeah, no, that's the only thing I want on my yacht. I don't want a helipad, anything like that.
I want a basketball hoop.
I want like the essentials, definitely a hoop, maybe a pool table, darts, all that, but it needs a slide. And maybe a diving board.
We should do this next year. I think it happened last week in the sourdough raft race down the North Saskatchewan. That's here in the.
Okay, so what do we do?
Well, it's kind of like those Red Bull. You build whatever.
Okay.
And you try.
You think we could do that?
Well, we should plan for this next an EST
a raft,
sourdough raft, and then you kind of.
Can you just get a dinghy, or do you have to build it?
Whatever you
want.
want.
Is it a race?
Those are like my favorite
things
things ever.
Yes.
So it's a race to a point. So we have to put an. Are you allowed an engine?
No,
Probably not.
I don't think it's something like that. But you can do, so the rafts launch from Terwilliger Park and finish at Rafters Landing, which is the Edmonton Queen Docks where the big ship is, right? So you get some.
Well, it's not the whole river, but it's a decent
but it's a good,
chunk.
you get a good chunk of the city.
I would suggest we cheat and come out of the woods partway along and then have the lead. And then there's a big scandal. Edmonton Sports Talk cheats at sourdough raft race.
Installing a motor midway through, like we're just kind of parked on the.
Hernan is waiting in scuba gear under the water and ruining everybody else's raft.
Here comes EST. Yeah.
So good. Man, but there is nothing more exciting than racing things in water. I'm so in. I would love to do this.
I thought you liked climbing.
I love climbing, but that
like
rush.
racing things in water.
You ever do a toothpick race?
No, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, when it starts raining, it was like a fun game my dad did with his kids.
It sounds fun.
And the side of the street, the rain, it comes down on the street.
It flies down there.
We're like, okay, we race the toothpicks. And so we put down the toothpicks and it's just so fun. You see the toothpicks come down and then so it's essentially the
Wouldn't
same
you
thing.
sometimes get confused of whose toothpick
You color
which?
it. You color it.
Okay, that makes sense.
See, and they say advertising is allowed on all commercial novelty rafts. The rafts range from cars equipped to float on the river to 4x8 foot floating platforms. Rafts as big as 12 by 24.
What?
Some look like pirate ships. You can have a sail. Barges.
It has to be homemade.
Barges, floating islands. Yeah, and castles. Like you can do whatever you want as long as it's floating and you can get it down the river.
But you can't have like propeller, like an engine.
It's got to be like a natural. Yeah.
I think we should build it and then train for it and then talk about it all the time around the office.
I like that. Oh,
that'd be good.
Yeah, I think that'd be good.
I just do. Those are funny jobs. I'm very proud of the guys who ran the marathon.
Speaking of races, when does Huss do his doesn't he do the marble race or whatever?
Yeah, it's the same thing.
They do the marble race on their end of the show every Friday.
That's every Friday.
It's just on YouTube.
I
It's
love
just
that.
like
The marble race is the best.
I like to figure out how to do a marble race here.
It's
but I
cool.
don't know how it does. I don't know how they do it. It's amazing technology.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
love that kind of thing.
All right. Should we get to a question? Let's do a question. Question number 1. With Kelsey and Swift getting engaged, what's the next combo of athlete and singer you'd like to see get together? Send your answers into the Paris Jewelers inbox at 780-218-9999 or over on the YouTube chat, the nasty chat. The next singer and athlete that I'd like to see get together.
Caitlin Clark and Dwight Yoakam. There's
Dwight
one you didn't have on the...
I did not. Not in a million years.
Yeah, that on the bingo card.
I did think Caitlin Clark as well. I was thinking of a star athlete.
I don't even know if she's not married, right? No, I don't know. I just...
I'll go... who do we like right now? Benson Boone and Sophie Cunningham.
Sure.
That's what I'll do. Sophie Cunningham, WNBA. Benson Boone does the flip in that blue suit and says, all the things that you've done.
Yeah.
Oh, that one. That
Just
guy.
like that.
Yeah. I like that guy. Any thoughts on this, Trevor? Any celebrity
Don't come
couples
me.
you want to
I ain't
see?
got nothing. Shooting blanks.
Question number 2. Who would be your guys' pick for NFL MVP? Not named Allen, Lamar, or Burrow?
Pick for MVP, not named Lamar, Allen, or Burrow.
Now, Joe Burrow hasn't won one, so it's kind of not fair because the other two guys have them. But so I think it's going to be Burrow. So I don't like this question. But if I had to pick somebody outside of those 3 guys, I don't want to jinx Jaden Daniels because I need him big time in Spite League and Juan Rincon. I don't want to jinx him. It's a good question. Is there another quarterback that could step up and? What if Baker Mayfield throws for 4,700
I'll
yards?
take Michael Penix ahead of him.
Who are you, Carl Dukes?
Yeah, no. If we're gonna go up to, hey, he sold me on him, man.
Man, you're reaching now. Come on.
Well, whatever. The guy's got excitement. We'll see if he puts it together. You can just go with another. It's a quarterback award, right?
It's kind of a quarterback award. I mean, Jalen Hurts wasn't on here, and he doesn't throw the ball a ton.
Yeah, that's the problem.
He had 8. I think he had 18 passing touchdowns last year and 16 rushing touchdowns.
Patrick Mahomes.
Oh, I guess we could just say
because
Mahomes.
it's fixed, right?
It would be fixed because Kelsey's getting married.
Yeah, well, there you go. That's
Mahomes
the answer,
is the MVP coming to the wedding.
Lock it in.
That makes a lot of sense.
That's how it's going to happen.
Okay, yeah, that's a good one. I'll go with the ultimate redemption story, Trevor Lawrence. New coaching staff.
Invest now.
The investment. I'd be selling like crazy. He wins an MVP. I'm selling it. People say, you got to hold. He's an MVP now. There's no way.
Sharpie says the girl from the Rec Laws and Scott Stapp. That'd be a...
Well, the question was an athlete.
Whatever.
But still.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I got some time for that one
weddings.
Too. Dawson Nielsen over on YouTube says Tate McRae and Ike Howard. You like that one, Jeff?
So that's my answer.
That's you're stealing that one?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
I second it.
Yeah, that was a good one. Tate McRae, who's she? Wasn't she with Kid Leroy or whatever his name is?
Yeah.
Are they still? I heard they broke up.
I didn't know about that, but I know she's from Calgary.
She is from Calgary.
Well, the Elks put out a picture of her in an Elks jersey this morning just to piss off Stamps fans.
Did they really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's well played.
Yeah, and it looks good. It's a great. I don't even look.
I mean, pretty hard to make it
whether
not
or not
look
it's a
good.
mock-up or not.
Yeah. Is it AI
she's got
driven?
the pads on and everything. Yeah.
Let's see this. I don't see it.
I retweeted it this morning on my @Lieutenant.
Is it from later yesterday or what? Like,
no,
are you sure it's from the Elks?
Elks herd. The Elks herd.
Oh, the herd.
Yeah, the Elks herd.
Oh, yeah.
Scouting the gang.
Not bad.
Looks good on her, eh?
Man, that's got to drive Calgary a little bit crazy.
As it should.
She's their girl.
Yeah, and when she marries like Howard, it'll really
That'll really drive things nuts. All right, question number 3. Guys, when Chad Kelly returns for the Argos, do you think Arbuckle starts somewhere else next season?
When he returns, hey?
Well, I mean...
He still thinks he can grace half the NFL roster, so who's to say there's a return?
He is slightly delusional.
Yes. Well, that's...
I think that's putting it...
It's part of the reason why he's cutting a checkup here.
Look, if Arbuckle... Why do you need Chad Kelly if Arbuckle's putting up better numbers than Chad Kelly ever did?
He won you a Grey Cup, and look what he's doing on a team with no running game and a porous defense.
Like...
The answer is in the room. So, but what's the question is so hypothetically, if they do go with Chad Kelly,
Chad Kelly is back next year. Is Arbuckle? I guess the question is, does Arbuckle still back up somewhere, or is he a starter somewhere else?
What would be the case? Where would be the?
Well, it's tough because you've got Rourke.
Ottawa have
probably
Drew Brown.
got Fajardo here, VA, Harris, Zach, Drew Brown. I mean, but if Drew Brown continued, you know what? If I was them. And like if I'm Arbuckle and I'm looking for places that could be a path to playing next year, Ottawa would be the place. Because Davis Alexander in Montreal, Bo's probably still going to be back in Hamilton. If Toronto decides to go to Chad Kelly, then like Drew Brown's so injury prone that Arbuckle could take over and do some good things there, I guess.
Saskatchewan might be a place as well. I know Jake Meyer was brought in, but Harris is old in the two.
But they're asking could he start somewhere?
No, I know, but he's not starting anywhere.
How old is Arbuckle? He's been around for a while, right? Like, he's got to be early 30s as well. 31. But he's having a hell of a year, man.
Yeah.
I'm going to feel really bad for this guy if, after winning a Grey Cup MVP and putting up league-leading caliber numbers, he just gets benched for Chad Kelly when Chad Kelly's healthy. I don't think that's fair, man.
They need that Manziel pop.
I think Chad Kelly waits. And you can say, oh, well, they haven't been winning a bunch of games, but it's not because of Arbuckle. It's about like every other element of the team. So I'd feel pretty bad for Nick Arbuckle if he gets
he's winning in spite of the Argonauts, really.
Good question, though, and thank you for sending in the CFL question. You know we absolutely love those. 780-218-9999 is where you can get in. 780-218-9999. Scalding Gord says, will Cody be here? No contract yet, and Ford has that big guaranteed contract next year. Look, man, this is a good question, too. If Cody Fajardo continues to keep the Elks competitive, and I think that's probably... Like, I'm not saying they're really good, but I'm saying he's taken them from not being competitive to being competitive. Being in games, losing games to good teams closely, and then winning games. For 3 in a row now. We'll see what happens against Calgary.
As some people say, death, taxes, and Cody Fajardo winning.
Is that a saying?
Some people say that.
Some people would put that on a shirt. But if he keeps them competitive for the rest of the year, why would he not be your starting quarterback next year? Like, why, if Cody Fajardo finishes the season like it's been going here for the last month and a half, nothing against Arbuckle, but why would you go in and get Arbuckle, or why would you go back to Trey Ford when Cody obviously has the rest of the group buying in?
Arbuckle, of course, was an Elk. Struggled to begin the 2022 season, losing their first 3 games, which resulted in Arbuckle being benched in favor of rookie Canadian quarterback Trey Ford.
And that's like when Trevor Harris was an Elk, and they traded him to try to give Cornelius time. Yeah. Right? Because it was Harris before Arbuckle, right? It was Harris with Cornelius.
Arbuckle, 74 of 115, 892 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 8 picks. Yeah. Which the picks have been a problem
the picks
for him.
Continue to be a
But again, it's the company you keep and where you are at what time. So,
no, I think Cody Fajardo's here for a while, man. I was on a call with Killam a couple weeks ago, and I thought it was very complimentary of what Cody Fajardo can do after being the backup and sort of sitting back in the shadows, like
no whining, no complaining.
And by all accounts, he let Trey lead meetings, and even though he's got all this experience, he sort of just let Trey be the guy and not try to be like, I'm the veteran.
If it was an open competition in camp.
Yeah, it would have been him. So they had kind of anointed Trey and wanted to give Trey this look at the beginning of the year. But Killam described Cody Fajardo, and I asked Mark, I said, excuse me, I asked Mark, did you know what you were getting in Cody, coaching against Cody for like the last 7-8 years around the league? And, he said, yeah, they were very familiar with him. He said, but when they made him the starting quarterback, he has his words were a massive presence. Like Cody Fajardo has a massive presence.
He's a vibe guy
around that team. Like people, and this isn't that they didn't love Trey Ford, but Cody Fajardo bringing that veteran experience, I think came with instant respect that maybe a younger quarterback, rightly or wrongly, would have to earn. But Cody Fajardo was described as having a massive presence. And we chatted with Cody about it as well. And Cody was just like, yeah, he goes, I think people like me in general. So, they listen to him. They allow him to sort of lead the way.
33 years old.
And I think it's made a big difference. So, yeah.
Can run, can throw. Veteran experience in the league, not too old.
What do people call you, Trev? Trev Jardo?
I've heard lots, but Cody Trevardo.
Trevardo, yeah, Trevardo. Yeah, that's a good one. Bring yourself up there. We'll give people a look here at
Justin Trevdo.
That's what. Okay, well,
basically, what'd you say?
I don't really like that one.
Justin Trevdo.
It's okay.
Do you get it?
No, I don't. Not with the
That's
Justin.
Okay.
But no, that's okay. I don't want you to get it.
The day I set eyes on you, that's exactly where my mind went.
Yeah, it's true. That's like the first thing you told me.
It'll be the cheapest, easiest Halloween costume we've ever done.
Yeah, no, that's what you told me. Yeah. Oh,
when you have a mustache, you look like Stuart Skinner.
No, I don't.
And when yes, you do.
I have a mustache. That's what it's just a mustache.
I don't think it looks like Stuart Skinner, but it's like the same type of style of stash.
But he looks a little bit like Stuart Skinner when he's got the stash.
It's just the stash. No one's ever told me I look like Stuart Skinner right now.
No, you don't. But when you have the mustache, the stash.
It's just
but
the stash.
But I think if Stuart Skinner shaved his mustache off, he'd look like you.
No, not even close.
I do.
I'll show you a photo.
I want to find a photo.
Yeah, look at his when he was drafted.
From the Lethbridge Hurricanes.
Yeah, you can
All
get
right,
a photo on
I'll
there.
take a look at it.
Not a
Stuart Skinner.
But I was
no
thinking,
mustache photo.
I have a hard time sleeping at night sometimes, and it's because my mind always wanders. But
yeah, that guy doesn't look like you. Come on, man.
That's what I'm saying. He doesn't.
He does. That's why I say, come on, man. He does kind of look like you.
I'll take a screenshot and I'll put it on Twitter, and we'll put it up for a vote.
Anyway, but when you guys have the stash, I think you look like. But when you don't have a stash, you do look like Cody Fajardo.
And I prefer this one. This one's way cooler, I think.
So you like Cody Fajardo more than Stuart Skinner? Interesting.
Yeah, not up for debate. But I want to. I was thinking the other night. How cool would it be if I got a side-by-side photo with Cody Trevardo?
Yeah. Hi, I'm Cody Trevardo. I mean,
for Halloween, and then I can post it. That's what I was thinking the other night.
So you want to get a picture next to?
Yeah, I'd be like, hey, this would be funny, man. I'm you for Halloween.
He's got a little bit longer hair right now.
Well, I know that's why
you're growing your hair out.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're buying into this Cody Fajardo Halloween costume?
Outfit. I want shoulder pads on and everything.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll look cool.
We should do like some sort of Halloween party.
We can have if he's ever on
named
the Hangout.
after noises that animals make.
And maybe that's where we get it. He's on the Hangout or something.
Maybe.
Yeah.
That could be it. I still think you look like Stuart Skinner even without the mustache. A little bit. You gotta give me a little bit. I think it's a little bit. All right. Look, we've got Hannah Vanbiber. She's going to join us coming up, and then we've got a sports update with Lieutenant Eric, plus Lieutenant Eric's weekly rankings of power, and the wrap for William Huff, all on the way. Kelsey and Swift, a match made in heaven. We'll get into that. We'll get into that a little bit coming up next. Let's get to a sports update.
Did you just make that up?
The match made in heaven.
Yeah,
no, I've never heard that before. Yeah. Do you think it could become a popular saying?
I put that on a shirt.
Surveyor Brett, could you put this in your phone today? Dustin invents the phrase match made in heaven.
It just fits. That's a good, yeah.
Thanks, man. I'm a wordsmith.
Well, you.
All right. Let's get to a sports update for Selly Sport, man. I'll tell you, people who tune into this show on the radio are going to be like, what the hell is happening next Wednesday? Anyway, we're going to dive into it. Where's the wedding? When do they do it? Is she going to be playing the halftime show? There's a lot of clues out there that she's going to be playing the halftime show. So we'll get into all of that. And will Travis Kelce take her name because it's more popular? Travis Swift. I think I like the sound of it. Anyway, here's an update for Selly Sports Bar and Lounge. Hannah Vanbiber from The Athletics on the way next.
NFL news, and it has nothing to do with Travis Kelce this morning, as Adam Thielen is a Minnesota Viking once again. as the Vikings acquired Thielen from the Panthers earlier today for a bunch of picks. Lions also trading veteran wide receiver Tim Patrick to the Jaguars. Over to the Jays, where they fall 7-5 last night to the Twins. The rubber match goes tonight, 5:07. Eric Lauer scheduled to start for Toronto. U.S. Open, Denis Shapovalov and Felix Auger-Aliassime both advancing to the second round yesterday. Later on today at 1:30, Leila Fernandez will take to the court in second-round action up against Elsa Jacquemot of France. San Jose City Council unanimously approved a deal yesterday to renovate the Sharks Arena, keeping the team in the city till 2051. The city will invest to upgrade the 32-year-old SAP Center, while the Sharks and the city will also be planning on a new arena by September 2027. Sports Update is presented by Selly's Sports Bar and Lounge. With wall-to-wall TVs, daily food and drink specials, it is the place to be if you want to get married. Every day is game day at Selly's Sports Bar and Lounge. Wouldn't that be so?
All right, it's 8:33 on the Nielson Show. We're coming at you in the Popeyes Louisiana Kitchen studio. And, of course, the Nielson Show is brought to you by our great partners, or Edmonton Sports Talk, title sponsor by our partners over at Play Alberta. We've got Lieutenant Eric's weekly rankings of power still to come. And then we got the wrap for William Huff around 8:50-ish this morning. But the biggest news yesterday, and I broke this to my 10-year-old son and my 8-year-old daughter yesterday. I said, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce have got engaged. And Elizabeth immediately asked if we can go to the wedding. Mm-hmm. And Marshall, who's 10, said, they could still break up.
It's just
so we'll see. Yeah. We'll see how this goes. To break it all down from the Athletic, Hannah Vanbiber joins us on the show this morning. And Hannah, I got to start by saying, am I saying your last name right?
You're not, but that's okay. You're saying it like everybody says it.
Okay,
you're reading it phonetically.
I watched a couple of things on YouTube, and that's how other people were introducing you. So I was like, I guess I'll go with Vanbiber. So
yeah,
sorry about that.
They're all wrong. They're all wrong.
How do you say it?
Let's clear the record. It's Vanbiber, like a racing bib.
Oh, okay. Vanbiber. Damn, I would have never got that one.
It makes no sense. It makes no sense.
All right, so big news yesterday. We've been kind of joking, but maybe not joking, that we saw it coming, but we didn't see it coming. I still find it crazy that we're talking about it, but Taylor Swift is like a mega superstar. So did you think with a new album coming that Kelce and her were going to get engaged?
I honestly have been like, they're probably already secretly married. So I did think they were going to get engaged. Although dropping it on a Tuesday afternoon when no one was expecting it, I did not see that coming. I was literally filming a video for The Athletic about Taylor Swift and the NFL season when I got the notification from The Athletic on my phone. And I was just like, what world am I living in? Is this like, what is happening?
It is, I like your theory of they're already secretly married.
Yeah.
That's what we said, because we were talking about it earlier. Like, is this a huge wedding or is it a small wedding? What do you think they want to do in this situation?
I think they get secretly married in a small wedding, but then they throw us give us something, throw us some bread. So they'll do a big party, royal wedding style, but I don't think that'll be the real wedding. You know what I mean?
Is it something you see like a Netflix special?
Yeah, who gets the rights?
Like, who kind of controls this thing?
It's going to be a huge rights deal, that's for sure. I feel like Netflix is kind of the leading contender at this point. They're taking over the world. I think it'll be a huge deal, make a lot of money for a lot of people.
Like they've been together for a couple of years now. When they first made it public that they were a couple, did you think it would last? Like, did you think, this is the one, she's going to get married?
I hate to say it, but I was not a believer at first. I was like, this is a rebound. This is a fling. Everybody wants to date a football player once, and then they, move on to someone else more serious. And he was so different from anyone she had dated. She'd only dated sad singer-songwriters. So I'm happy to see it. She's in her happy era, and she decided to get married to it. So that's great.
So would you classify yourself as a Swiftie?
I don't know if I can say I'm a Swiftie.
Okay.
Like, I am a huge fan of her music. Swiftie implies that you are like all 22 film level in it.
Yeah.
And I can't say that it would be too much for me to say, although I am pretty deep.
I was just curious because, like, to talk to a true Swiftie and say, like, what was the moment that you knew he was the one? Like, from
we don't have
Swifties
enough
where
time
it's
for
like,
that answer.
oh, we know, like, Travis, we like Travis Kelce now. Do you know if there was that moment for you where you're like, oh, Travis Kelce's okay? Was it when he cut his hair or what he was doing with his hair or what was it?
I think the big moment was when the Swifties deep dived on his Twitter and they found that one about the squirrel and he spelled squirrel wrong. And that Swifties were like, I love this guy. He's so innocent. He's never hurt anyone. We love him.
He can't even spell properly. We love
Can't
this
even
guy.
spell squirrel.
Yeah,
Yep.
we absolutely love this guy. He
will
funny.
never hurt our girl. He can't spell squirrel.
I would be I hope it's a great marriage and they last forever. But the potential content here for an album 10 years from now is insane, isn't it?
Ooh, the Taylor Swift divorce album?
Yeah.
I know.
God.
How do you yeah, I know. I hate to say it. Don't come after me, Swifties, but it would be an incredible album.
If he truly loves her and knows and wants her to have, he should want the divorce album. Like you probably want to see something like that, I think. So I don't know. This is
a
massive.
new take, and I love it. I have not heard that one yet.
Okay, so I mean, we obviously view this from the Travis Kelce side of things, but Taylor Swift is. I think we were talking about this around the office last week. I think it kind of came up. We're like, she's the biggest thing in the world, and somebody pointed out what's that one band in Asia, BTS or something like that.
Oh,
but
yeah, I'm a BTS
okay,
fan.
yeah, but like she is, nothing is bigger than the NFL except for Taylor Swift. You know what? Like it's crazy, isn't it?
Yep. It really is wild. I mean, I have said, and many have said, she's probably the most famous woman in the world right now. Lisa from Blackpink, which is another K-pop group, might be up there too. But yeah, the only thing bigger than the NFL is Taylor, and now she's bringing that into her realm as well. So what can't she do?
It's a savvy business move for everybody involved. I will say.
Well, yeah,
that.
they should do a wedding tour where
Yeah.
they get married in various they get married again and again and again, and then people pay.
And
you
just
make more money.
over and over and over
You'd
again.
pay to go to like the 6th wedding if you're a fan, right?
Yeah, I mean, she could do 9 weddings in one city.
Yeah.
She could.
Yeah.
Wedding in the Sphere in Vegas. Let's see it. Make
You know
it
what's
happen.
crazy is that like we joke about this, but that could like if they were like, hey, we're having a wedding party for 5 straight days in Edmonton, it would be sold out here 5 straight nights.
Easily.
Like that's incredible. Okay, so have you dove in to the theory about her being the Super Bowl halftime show? I know on the podcast.
Oh, yeah.
There was a ton of so bring us up to speed on this.
Oh my God. So there are so many signals that Swifties have found. I always say, like, there's no one who's more into the meaning behind numbers than NFL fans and Swifties. So the Swifties are like looking at everything in the background of that podcast. They're doing an all 22 film. Like, what are the secret signals? And there are so many that she's going to be the Super Bowl halftime show. Like, there's so many numbers. They talked about 47,000, which was like a random number Jason brought up. Her 47th stop on the Eras Tour was at Levi's Stadium, which is where the Super Bowl will be. She talked about spending 60% of her time making sourdough. Who's the mascot for the 49ers where the Super Bowl will be? Sourdough Sam. And what number Super Bowl is this? The 60th. So there are so many things like that wrapped into it where people are like, it's happening.
You got me with the sourdough one. That's enough. Like that.
Sourdough just doesn't randomly come up.
Yeah.
No, and she
they didn't even
talked
do a
about
good
it so
job
long.
sneaking it in, really.
No, they didn't. It's like very obvious, right? It's very out there. I'm just like, what's going to happen if the Chiefs don't make it to the Super Bowl? How embarrassing.
Yeah, I mean, that would suck. That was like Travis Kelce is there supporting her, but he's watching Josh Allen win a Super Bowl. Ugh.
Yeah, that sucks.
But I will say this. I mean, they've kind of lived a fairy tale life, and the fairy tale ending for this, not ending, but like sort of to summarize it, because who knows how much longer Kelsey plays. Kelsey playing in a Super Bowl at Taylor Swift is the halftime show in is how the final chapter is written.
The script.
Right? We live in a simulation, and Taylor Swift is controlling it for sure.
So we have a sports betting show here at Edmonton Sports Talk every day at 11, and my co-host on that is a huge Kansas City Chiefs fan. He is kind of himself on the other side of it, accepted Taylor Swift big time. Everything she touches is gold. He has a bet that they will have a child by the end of next season. Not this season, but next season. Is that reasonable to think with like, I don't know when the next tour is, but with this new album, do you think she's 35? Like, do you think there's a baby by the end of next season? Is she 36
Yeah,
now?
I do.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I love to challenge a bet, but I think he's right on that one, honestly. Yeah.
It would
I
make
cover a lot of
sense.
sports betting, and there's some fun markets on Taylor in Canada. Y'all do the crazy sports bets up there.
Hey, yeah, we are degenerates. I mean, it's
Yeah,
just
I
the
love
truth.
it.
Hey, look, you said they might already be secretly married. She might already be secretly pregnant. You
It
never
would be
know.
so
Exactly.
chic.
Right?
She could have a baby already.
Sour goes in the oven.
She already has secretly had a child. We're going to roll it out at the wedding, a 2-year-old. It's like, what is this? All right, Hannah, we really appreciate the time. You don't just talk Taylor Swift at The Athletic, right? Tell us what else you do over at The Athletic.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you brought up betting. I cover the industry here, the sports betting industry. I cover pop culture here. So I'm kind of at the intersection of sports, pop culture, and sports betting. So follow us, theathletic.com. We're covering everything. Yeah, thanks for having me on. It's been a pleasure.
It's been a really fun chat, actually. We were looking forward to this. So, yeah, thank you very much, and we'll have you back on the day before the wedding, all right?
All right, let's do it.
There you go.
See you
There you
guys
go.
then.
It's great when you get a guest that you've never had on before, but they're awesome. And that's what Hannah just did for us. Yeah. Yeah, Vanbiber.
We had Bieber. We had Justin Bieber on
we were joking Bieber because of the pop culture stuff.
Should have known.
Vanbiber. Damn it. It was either going to be Vanbiber, Vanbiber, or Vanbiber. And we didn't even think about the Vanbiber one.
The third one was the option.
Apologies to Hannah. We're a bunch of idiots.
Great guest.
But yeah, she was really fun. And you know what? We now have like a pop culture guest that we can have on every once in a while, which is good.
Oh, yes.
There's a lot of that. Yeah, do you think it's crazy to think they'll have a kid by the end of next regular season? It's the end of the regular season next year. Like if this is Kelsey's last year, I can start trying for a baby. And then, have it. And then by the time this album blows up over the next 2 to 3 years, she could hit another world tour in like 3.5, 4 years from now. They got a toddler. Travis is there.
Man,
the toddler's on the shoulders at the concert. It's just...
Look, I'm just looking more forward to the discussion. First we had the marathon, and now this. This is...
Jeez, man. You got to go easy on those guys. I don't know why we do that. It was a very cool accomplishment.
No, it's fine. It's all good, yeah.
Hey, if you're looking to be at the biggest pop culture event in Edmonton, it's the Estes. Okay? Who's with who? Who's wearing what? Tommy said he's going to be bringing a date.
Put that on the marquee.
I'm going to make a prediction right now. She probably bails on him.
Does he leave with the date? Probably.
That's always hanging up
that
there.
in the lock shop.
Are we talking pre-after party or post-after party? Anyway, if you want to be at the Estes, tickets are on sale now. They're just $10. It's Tuesday, September 16th at the Garneau Theater. An event unlike any other, so much so that the Masters are jealous. You're going to want to be there. All right. Email estes@edmontonsportstalk.com. estes@edmontonsportstalk.com. And let Matt know that you want those tickets. estes@edmontonsportstalk.com. It's just $10.
Great value.
Very good. I mean, $10 to be at an all-time event.
Yep. Dress up.
It's not going to be streamed.
Yep.
It's like a very $10-ish cheap event. Put on a suit and tie.
Get a limo.
Come have the time of your life.
Red carpet. Spare no expense.
Spare no expense. All right, let's get into Lieutenant Eric's weekly rankings of power today. Power. Show's kind of been all over the place today, which I like.
Yes.
I love a good summer show. That's what we're working on right now. An excellent summer show. What are we ranking today, buddy? What are you doing?
Well, you thought I was going to go college football mascots, in which I could have. I mean, I usually have 5 weekly rankings of power prepared.
Plot twist.
But you just have to kind of go with what the people want and where the conversation is going. So I'm going with the weekly rankings of power, the top 10 locales for a Kelsey Swift wedding.
When you started saying I'm going
Only
with the top
10.
10, I was like, please be locations.
Well, yeah.
This is going to be really good.
We'll push the college mascot one to
All right, the
latter
top
week.
10 locations for a Kelsey Swift wedding.
Yeah, and always play along as well. You people out there, listeners and viewers, always has the best to fill out the top 10. So
All
if you
right,
have
number
any
10.
Suggestions that aren't mentioned. Chateau Louis.
Yeah, well, I love it. I got married
It's the
there.
root. It's the foot of the
If I was to get married again, I would get married again there.
Sure.
Number 9.
Nippert Stadium. It's where the Cincinnati Bearcats play their football.
Oh.
I think if you're looking to incorporate the team aspect of it all, and it would be a nice, like, Cincinnati. Who would have thought?
Yeah.
Like, of all places.
All the places.
Nippert Stadium.
They have a turkey throw at the end of the
Why
wedding.
not? Yeah.
Number 8.
You catch the turkey, you're the one that gets married next.
Yeah, there's no...
tosses the turkey back.
Look, I'll just... Can I side story this? So, I don't know if they do it at weddings anymore, but you get the... What do they call it? The garter?
Yes.
You get the garter, and then you... Can you imagine how much Taylor Swift's garter would sell for online? Millions of dollars. Like, that's the type of celebrity that she has.
Billions.
Her garter would sell for...
Zillions.
I would say more than that Kobe MJ card, the one logo man that you talked about yesterday. More than $13 million.
This didn't make the list, but I see T-Mac in the Paris Jewelers inbox, the old timers cabin here in Edmonton.
Where were we for that? I've been there one time.
I've been to a few weddings there. It's a nice place.
Yeah, somebody got married there. Somebody at the station, the old station. Anyway, number 8.
On a yacht in international waters.
Yes, international waters.
I don't know what significance that would play, but then they would
I think
be
I know the
married.
significance. More NFL players can come.
Yeah. And
Might not be allowed in other
You
locations.
could gamble. I don't know. You could do things on there that you couldn't normally do.
Number 7.
Look, taking a page. If this is such a great couple, you'd want to do it where the great one got married, and that's St. Joseph's Basilica, downtown Edmonton.
Makes
right?
sense.
You could pop over to local.
Yeah.
In between the ceremony.
Tommy and Belzy are there.
We could do Hello Hockey the day of their wedding.
They just walk in behind them. They're doing a live Hello Hockey on the Saturday before the wedding, and the Kelsey brothers come in pre-gaming. All right, number 6.
It should be number 1. Levi Stadium Super Bowl 60 halftime show. It's all makes sense. The stars align, right?
I'm not going to say it won't happen until I see it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Number 5.
Somewhere in the air, flying on a PJ.
Oh, I thought hot air balloon.
Fitting the wedding party. Multiple balloons. Everybody gets their own. Zach Claris is in one.
Yeah, Zach Claris is in one, and he's just having the time of his life.
and they go around the world.
Yeah.
In 80 days, it's a wedding.
He's brought Strevler, and Strevler's wearing the coat.
For some reason, Chris Strevler's there.
Number 4.
Number 4, the abandoned Shanks building here in Edmonton. You always gotta fit that one in here somewhere,
That's
right?
funny.
I mean, you gotta have that.
That's funny. Number 3.
The wedding tour. This
You
also
like a
could
series
be
of
number 1.
weddings.
Look, she's so damn popular. They're money makers. You're telling me that if you just. Because people do this. You have your real wedding, then you have the other wedding, and you could why not do it?
I only had one wedding.
Yeah, I know,
But like The Godfather got married in Vegas. Yeah, came back and had a hall party. But now, of course, his marriage completely fell apart. But he had 2 weddings.
Famous people, though, you could Swifties. Hey, I got the wedding tour T-shirt, and I was at the 19th wedding. Should have saw what happened there. And every time, the ceremony's exactly the same. And they do the cake shoving in the mouth, the whole bit. But it's every...
She's used to it. They do the same shows all the time, night after night.
Where's that mitt?
All right, what are we on? Was that number 3 or 2?
3.
That was okay. Number 2.
Hannah said it. The Sphere in Las Vegas.
Oh, the Sphere, yeah.
That would be a...
be way up high. You'd be like, oh,
it's
no.
the Sphere. And then if you couldn't get in, you could watch it outside. They'd have it
I
broadcast.
don't know if it's open right now. Aren't the Backstreet Boys playing there all the time?
I don't know. Residency. They could have a residency wedding where they get married throughout the whole year in Vegas at the Sphere.
Tube Sock suggests the Nanton Community Hall. All right, and the number
Book
1
now.
location for the marriage, the wedding of Kelsey and Swift.
Yeah, well, to cut down on costs, Zach Claros offers up his backyard.
Makes sense. I like that one. They're super tight.
Keeping it CFL themed.
What was he in the box at Super Bowl?
Something like that.
I think he was in the box at Super Bowl. If you're in the box at Super Bowl, the Kelsey box, you could definitely host a backyard wedding in Winnipeg.
They do say once a Bearcat, always a Bearcat. That's
I think one of them has a tattoo. Maybe they have tattoos on their shoulders. They rub them together.
Yeah. Brotherhood of Nasty Bearcats. That's the hashtag.
All right. So the number 1 location, Zach Colaris' backyard in Winnipeg, Manitoba.
With a bullet. Yeah.
Find her the radar a bit. The only guy that'd be kind of creeping, looking over the fence there would be Huss.
Yeah. And what's that other guy, Mr. Ritz Cracker?
Yeah, Huss is his +1 is Mr. Ritz Cracker. Oh, okay. All right. Well, let's get into that. Those are good weekly rankings. This has been a pretty good 25-minute segment on the most talked about wedding in the world, which, I mean, we kind of say exaggerate, but it is. I mean, it'll be...
whether you like it or not, it's going to be a massive
deal.
Yeah, yeah.
It'll be a massive deal.
We're going to be gagging on
Chris G is in and says, Kelly's Pub. Brandon from Windsor could be a text of the day here. Are we going to talk about Kelsey and Swift's engagement all summer long?
Very good. We will.
That's pretty good, actually, too, buddy. All right, let's get into the wrap for William Huff. If you want your place to look as good as ours, and looks like we just signed a title sponsor for the show starting next week. Give it to me. Ah, that wasn't good enough. Ah, damn it, that hurt though. Ow. Ow. Let's do it one more time.
What am I watching here?
Trav, you shut up in those shorts over there.
Oh.
Not good enough either.
Still bad.
Damn it, we got to try one more. We can't go over 3, but that would...
Yikes.
Man, it's weird.
Amateur hour over there. Holy crap.
It's not...
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. That was your worst one.
I hit your wrist on that.
Holy crap.
That was tough.
That's just practice.
Hey, maybe when we announce it officially, we'll get back to this.
Yeah.
Like when we,
Yeah, I mean, definitely. We could definitely do that. Yeah. No, that's good.
Jesus.
That wasn't good.
We'll try it again.
Just leather here.
You suck.
Leather.
Trav!
What?
Oh, God.
That's supposed to be a big moment.
Yeah.
Supposed to watch that?
Yeah, sorry, guys.
I got a front row seat to this, huh?
That really hurts.
Nice.
All right. What are we doing?
The wrap.
Oh, the wrap from William Huff. If you want your place to look as good as ours, get it done with Bruce and the Dream Team of William Huff. They've been doing this since 1952. They're the best in the biz. Ugh. You know what I was thinking of reaching out to Bruce for? You know, like in my office, there go those 2 big windows.
Yes.
I want to put something on those windows. I don't know what yet, though.
Like space.
Something. I don't know. I want something to cover the windows so people aren't looking at me like I'm a lion in a zoo.
But you know, on Cloud, we can see across the street there into the other office. I was watching them go about their business.
Don't like that either.
Well, that means they can see you.
Yeah, it's kind of creepy.
I think we have tinted windows.
Is it a tint?
I think so.
They don't, though.
Yeah, they don't. I can see everything.
Suckers. We can creep on them. All right, what did we learn on the show today, boys?
Adam Thielen is a Viking once again.
Oh, did he get traded to the Vikings?
Yes, I've been mentioning in my sports reports here
sorry, man.
very
I
liberally
usually
throughout the show.
out.
I know.
Yeah,
Adam Thielen traded from the Panthers to the Vikings for a bag of picks. And
that's interesting.
Well, for
Jordan Addison's out for the first 3 games of the year, but
yeah.
it does hurt Addison's value when he comes back from injury. I don't necessarily, from a fantasy perspective, I don't like that. But you know what I love this for? Tet McMillan.
It's a
more
domino
targets,
effect.
more targets for McMillan. That's good news. I learned that Trev has shorter shorts than Tom Gazzola.
Yes, I do.
What'd you learn today, Trev?
I learned that you guys are the Gordo of high fives.
Oh, my God. Dude, you are wasting all your takes. Now, there is no hot takes tomorrow because I'm off the next couple days, but you're on fire today. I'm really impressed by your level of confidence in chirping us
Just
today.
my last one.
Yeah.
What did I learn today? Caribbean. No one really knows.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think you can just say it both ways.
I think Caribbean sounds
Caribbean.
cooler,
I think you can say it both ways.
Nobody says Caribbean. It's like the Vanbiber.
Yeah.
What did you say? The Pirates of the Caribbean.
Caribbean.
And I'm going on a Caribbean cruise.
Yeah.
Well, that doesn't make any sense.
I'm going on a Caribbean cruise. Nobody says.
Nobody knows that. All right, let's get to your sound of the day today. Then we'll get to text of the day. Let's run it back with She's the Mama. Hey, why not? Oh, Wednesdays?
Owen loves his mama.
Owen's mama, she's a baddie.
Throbbing pain.
Claim you didn't have a cousin Patty. He tried so hard, but couldn't get a pass. Stay away from me, you horse's ass.
You horse's ass.
She's the mama, a real pain. Gonna throw her from the train.
Chap, Owen, come on.
She's the mama, a real pain. Gonna throw Chop chop Owen, she's always bugging. Who are you? All of a sudden. She's the mama, a real pain. Gonna throw her from the train.
Chop, chop, Owen, come on.
She's the mama, a real pain. Gonna throw her from the train.
Chop, chop, Owen, come on.
Owen mama, pain the butt. Don't want salt on her nuts. Owen's mama got no spouse. There's a murderer in the house.
There's a murderer in the
She's
house.
the mama, a real pain. Gonna throw her from the train.
Chop, chop, Owen, come on.
She's the mama, a real pain. Gonna throw her from the train.
Chop, chop, Owen, come on.
Chop, chop, Owen, come on. All right. Text of the day today. It's a good day. Couple of pretty good Macramalla intros. Lots of things to chirp. RBM is in right now. It says, Caribbean. We got Caribbean over here. See, nobody cares. Excellent Jurassic Park reference. All right, let's see here. Where do we go for text of the day today? Because we had a number of them that I wrote down here as possible contenders. Let's see here. Let's find T-Mac to start.
Yeah, he's been on a heater.
T-Mac put together.
Fire.
Hoffman couldn't close the lid on a hot tub. That was a pretty good one. Dave in Section T, I think, had a good one. Too many Daves text in. Dave the welder, Dave in Section T. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Dusty's already carrying LeBron's jock for free. That one's not going to win. I don't know why I wrote that one down. Yeah, let's go back. Let's go back to T-Mac, the rugby guy. It's 2 in a row. Well, you decide. We can go with that one, or we can go Brandon from Windsor. Are we going to talk about Kelsey and Swift's engagement all summer long?
Well, I can't go with that because I do it, so that'd be favorable. So I have to go with the other one. I have to give it to
So you're making an unbiased choice here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, T-Mac, you've done it again, my man. Back-to-back days. Unfortunately for you, the new Text of the Day prize doesn't start until next Wednesday. So make sure you keep bringing the heat.
Yep.
Yeah, make sure you keep bringing
Touch them all, T-Mac.
All right, what are we watching tonight, boys?
Watching the Jays get back in the win column, hey? Probably have another film on tap as well.
Better.
Actually, I have to finish the movie I started last night.
What'd you start last night?
It was like 3 hours long. I kind of got into it. I couldn't. What was it called here? It's got
Memento.
Killers of the Flower Moon.
Oh, I heard about that one.
Leonardo DiCaprio and De Niro. It's like a Western.
Is it actually a Western?
Modern day Western, yeah, 2023.
What's a modern day Western?
Yeah. It's pretty good.
So, like, is it set back in like the 1900s?
Yeah, early.
Now, is
early
it
on.
about cowboy stuff, or is it about like?
It's about an Indian reservation that had you.
I have to. Ooh, it's a reminder to call my dentist and cancel my appointment today, because you can't go to the dentist when you got a cough. Right? They're gonna be trying to fix
When
my
is your
teeth.
appointment?
It's 3:00 today.
They usually require a bit.
Well, I know, but what I was hoping might be better.
You're playing with fire here.
You know what? I'll text Bob Ridley right now. I'll text the dentist. I'll tell him, look, man, like I have a crazy cough.
Oh, so if you know
I know the guy.
Oh, so then it's
actually he's probably stoked about the show getting back on FM or starting on FM. Yeah. Now I'm gonna forget because it's already 9:00. All right. Anyway, what were we saying?
Hangout's coming up next.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. No, the movie. Yeah. Check it out. Shout out to Surveyor Brett, who did put it in his phone today. Dusty invents the saying, match made in heaven.
Brilliant.
When referencing Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce.
Yeah. Way better than match made in hell.
I can't wait to celebrate that next year. That's going to be a big day for us.
The wedding?
No. My saying.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right. For YouTube Trev, Lieutenant Eric, I'm Dustin Nielsen. I'll be back. Actually, Boston Pizza. St. Albert North location. Patio show today. You're going to want to join us.
Take a beer off your tab.
That is my last little thing, and then I'm actually not back until we go on the FM on Wednesday. So, I'll see you guys in the future. That's going to be good. Join us at Boston Pizza today. St. Albert North location. Lock Shop Oil Stream live on location.
Tell them talk to you on the FM dial.
I'll talk to you on the FM dial. See you later. Take it easy.